This main city seems to be different from the others. In the demon city where I was before, the demons were aggressive in nature, and in the dream battlefield, they fought fiercely against each other. And the human race is in a state of centralized power, like the one in Ji Luoshua's main city, where the warrior's dream points are basically plundered by her men in form of taxes, and all the dream points they've accumulated by the 8 men are given back to Ji Luoshua. This Monster Knight clan main city is completely in a state of calmness and orderliness. Come on, you guys in the back. Hurry up. Let's go hunt the ferocious beasts in the wilderness. The Knight tribe was originally an orderly race, with few disputes among themselves, and they were always unanimous in their dealings. I'm afraid I can't kill at will here. It looks like I've come to the wrong place. Ah, it is a pity that this teleportation command cannot be used continuously. After using it once, it takes time for the black aura to dissipate before it can be used again, and now I can't leave even if I wanted to. But I remember that there are 2 other cities to the north and northwest of the main city, not far from here, and it'll only take a little time to get there. What are they doing? Are they just waiting over here? Here they come. Latest information. From the North Gate, 8,000 miles away, there is a forest in which the scaled spider grows in great numbers. Killing a scale spider can earn you 80 dream points, and it's recommended that you must be part of a group of 20 martial artists. Scale spiders, let's team up and go hunt them together. We're going to. Is this still the same dream battlefield that I have come to understand? It is surprising that the Monster Knight race have avoided killing each other and explored the vastness of space beyond the main cities through cooperation and division of labor. I got a lot of dream points from hunting those rats, but that was by mistake, and if I had reliable information, I would have been much more efficient in dealing with them. 13,000 miles to the northwest of here, there is an abandoned tower full of evil spirits. If you kill the lowest level of the evil spirits, you'll earn 300 dream points. A group of at least 9 people is required to go together. Me. Should I try to join this group anyway? That tower should be on the way up north. Due north, 24,000 miles from the gates of Dead Tree. There is an emergency and a rescue team is needed. If you join us and we succeed in rescuing both Lu Yu and Lan Ran, you will get 5,000,000 dream points. Lu Yu? Has she come to the upper realm? Or is it just someone with the same name as her? I'll have to check on the situation. I'd love to go. But the Gate of the Dead Trees is a tough place to get through, so why go to the rescue? Right, didn't Lu Yu and Lan Ran lead the elite of the main city? Even they have failed? No, they didn't fail, they were just met with a surprise attack from another team. They're all from the Demon Clan. Lu Yu and Lan Ran are trapped in the Gate of the Dead Tree. The situation is dire. It's the demons again. All they know is predatory plundering. I'm going to go slaughter them with the sharpness of my sword. I'm willing to go to Gate of the Dead Tree. Take me too. I'm willing to help Lu Yu and Lan Ran. You don't have the strength. If you join us and go, you'll just be wasting your hard-earned dream points. This is going to be an extremely dangerous trip. So please be sure you can. Anyone else who thinks he's good enough can come with us. Me too. You two will do. Anyone else? May I join? A human race martial artist? Don't be ridiculous. The Gate of the Dead Tree is a secret place occupied by our Knight tribe. No other race can enter. That's right. And besides, this time, we're going to fight against the demons, so we don't need any help from human martial artists. From the outside, I can't tell if he's strong or not. Anyone who can do that is not a simple warrior, so maybe he'll be of help to us. Human race martial artists, you can come with us to the Gate of the Dead Tree. Why should a foreigner be allowed to enter it? If you take this warrior with you, Lu Yu will surely hold you accountable. Yes, exactly. If the Lu Yu is to blame anyone, I'll take the blame and everyone can leave here first. My name is Bai Wei. You are welcome to join. Luo Tianqing. He'll probably be a burden to everyone. Why bring such a liability to the Gate of the Dead Tree? If the boy is a liability, why do you worry about him entering the Gate of the Dead Tree? Why don't we just leave him to his own devices? I can see they're still wary of me, but the Monster Knight tribe's tolerance is good, and if it were the demons, a fight would have broken out already. These dead trees seem to have life in them. That's right, these dead woods are all fine. If we were break into this forest of dead trees, they will rise up and attack. But there aren't enough dream points to be earned if we killed them. They're only worth 1 or 2 dream points. We're going to pass through the whirlpool and enter the gate of the dead trees, but everyone be careful, the dead trees will attack you. Be careful. Chasing cloud movement technique. Arg. Save her. Sigh. Luo Tianqing, it's useless. Get back here. Pew pew pew. This human martial artist is so foolish, don't save her. And yet he rushes up there. He's useless, so it's good that he's gone. I bet he doesn't have a lot of dream points, so it'll be no loss if he actually dies over there. Pew pew pew. This guy. How was he able to do that? Even Lan Ran may not be able to escape from the branch of the dead tree. These branches appear to be very ordinary, but the law of life have given them an unimaginable toughness that even a divine tool may not be able to cut through one of them. Yet this Luo Tianqing was able to escape from the cocoon of many branches in a flash, which is really incredible. Arg. I don't even have to think anymore. I've got to get away from it quickly. They're just 2 ordinary dead trees, and I can easily destroy them with my current strength, but I'm afraid that destroying them might destroy the gate of the dead trees as well. It seems I've chosen the right person to come and help us solve Lan Ran and Lu Yu's predicament. But after all, Luo Tianqing is a foreigner, so it's hard to say whether he will or won't bring his fellow martial artists to come and take over the gate of the dead trees occupied by our Demon Knight tribe. I'll just leave him alone for now. Let's rush through it in one breath. Let's go. Step aside. This green glowing arrow actually contains a strong law of life in it. So, instead of hurting someone, it's more of a lifesaver. This is the first time I have ever seen a weapon like this. Am I in the main city? No, you're still at the gate of dead trees, and you were saved by the human martial artist. Thank you so much for saving me. It's nothing. Let's just keep moving. Wow, this tree is the great tree of the heaven divine wood. It is the sacred tree of the ancient witch race with a total of 13 branches, and my Monster Knight clansmen are trapped on its 9th branch. Great tree of heaven divine wood, sacred tree, ancient witch race. The underground cave I entered was home to the 18 Arhat statues, which should be the legacy of the myriad Buddha saint domain. This great tree of heaven divine wood in front of us is also the legacy of the ancient witch race. In other words, could this dream's battlefield be a collection of all the legacies in the entire universe, be it past or present? If I can get a lot of points in here, that'd be great. Let's go up. Okay. We've been flying for almost half an hour, we must be millions of feet high, and yet we haven't even seen a single branch in sight. Just how tall is this great tree of heaven divine wood? It's a tree of heavenwood witchcraft. Everyone, speed up and let's get rid of this thing. What do? We can't seem to shake off these tree of heavenwood witchcraft. I too couldn't get rid of them at first. And when Lan Ran and Lu Yu first entered the gate of dead tree, they couldn't get rid of them either. So then how did they climb up to the top of this great tree of heaven divine wood? Well, about that. Someone had to sacrifice themselves for them to climb up. And that's how it has always been for the first branch. By the way, why are you looking at me? Do you want me to? Yes. These tree of heavenwood witchcrafts are easily tempted. Xinghua, you go down and draw them away. I don't want to. I only came here to help rescue Lord Lan Ran. Why don't you let him go and sacrifice himself? He's a foreigner. I've got other plans for him. Plus, sacrificing yourself now would be a great help to Lord Lan Ran. If you go down there and lure away those tree of heaven witchcraft, I'll tell Lord Lan Ran that you helped greatly, and also I'll make up for your lost dream points by doubling your compensation, unless... All right. I'm going. You guys better save Lord Lan Ran. Die, you insects. Arg. We'd better get out of here. We can't waste the time he's bought us. After leaving this area, we should be able to reach the first branch. This is a sacred place of the ancient witch race. Just one branch is enough to accommodate a whole city. But then, for some strange reason, the entire ancient witch race disappeared from the universe, and not even a trace of them could be found. Why stop at the first branch of the tree when we can go straight up? It's not that easy. From the start of the first branch, there is an extremely powerful curse placed on the subsequent branches. If you don't follow the designated path of this branch, and you decide to fly straight up, or you'll die. So we can't just continue going upwards. A curse. It's rumored that the great witches of the ancient witch clan were heavenly venerates, and one of them was even in control of the most powerful destiny in the world, the witch's curse. It is said that the witch who controls this destiny can kill any opponent simply by knowing the person's name and face. Lan Ran and the others are already up there, so all the trouble on this branch should have already been cleared up. And only when the Gate of the Dead Trees reopens will the ferocious beasts on this branch appear again. Looks like, the head of little babies, these ancient witches must have acted really treacherously and disgustingly. This is an ancient ritual platform of the ancient witch race which is used to break the curse. The curse will be immediately broken if you step on this wooden platform. Alright, we can go up now. The 7th branch. This should be the 7th branch. There seems to be a strong power coming from this branch. We've finally caught up to them. Looks like those demon race martial artists weren't able to break Lord Lan Rant's falling leaves formation. Pew pew pew. Damn it, we've wasted hours trying to get through this fallen leaf formation and even lost 2 brothers in the process. It's okay, I'll go on ahead, you guys just follow my lead, and we should be able to get them together. Louis, we are probably not going to make it. It's alright, we still have a chance to start over again. I like your optimism. If you were free, I'm sure you'll be able to shine even in this upper world of our Monster Knight race. Yeah. It's a pity that this scenario doesn't exist, because after all, the king's orders are absolute. And I've offended the king. The filthy bastards are coming again. Let's go. Okay. Harg. Looks like we weren't too late. A human race martial artist? How could a human martial artist come here? Luo Zhang. Why is Luo Zhang here? It really is him. When we first met, Luo Zhang was just a small martial artist, but he's grown faster than any warrior I have ever seen. He's been up in this upper realm for about as long as I have, but in just a few years, you've already caused so much uproar, and even in prison, I often hear his voice. I always hoped that Luo Zhang and my king would rise, and only then would I be saved. But the upper realm is so big. The chances of us meeting again were slim to none, since this dream battlefield is divided into 50 great worlds, and each has countless main cities. It was almost impossible for me to meet Luo Zhang again, but it happened. This is a miracle. Human race martial artist, leave at once, this is no place for you to be. This kid's got a trace of evil in him. Kill him. Okay. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. His strength is completely beyond my estimation, this. Did Bai Wei bring this man here? He is so powerful that even I won't be matched for him. I don't know why he is willing to help us. But if he decides to take over the Gate of the Dead Trees, both we and the demons won't be able to do anything about it. Kill this kid first. Let's go together. 8 tunes flying smoke. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. These bunch of dream lights are actually close to 1,000,000 dream points. That's a lot. She still hasn't taken down her leaves array. Oh. I see. Is it because she doesn't trust me? Stay back. Lan Ran, don't worry. He's an old friend of mine. An old friend? That's right. Remember what I told you? There is only one person in the universe who can change my destiny, and that is him. I once heard Lu Yu say how she offended the king of punishment and how she was thrown into prison to be flogged and tortured. And that the only person who could save her was the storyteller in the universe, the fellow with the infinite roaring order, who even dozens of heavenly venerate were helpless against him. You Luo Zhang? Yes, that's me. Luo Tianqing, Luo Zhang. Is he the one who killed Breaking Shadow Heavenly Venerate? I'm sorry if I offended you just now. But thank you for this, retract. Since he's an old friend. Shouldn't you talk about it? Lu Yu's current situation is not looking very good. Current situation? That's right. Lu Yu was imprisoned and was given the punishment of erosion. This punishment is probably second only to the punishment of the Eternal Night. Even a strong-willed warrior will collapse within 5 years after exhausting their willpower. The body is bound while corrosive raindrops fall on her body. Every few days. Her eyes are rotten and blinded, her skin is ulcerated, and her bone and muscles corrode. Then it is all healed with law of life. It's a repeated cycle. Suffering day by day. Well, I have been living through this kind of life for 7 years. And this period of time in the dream battlefield was the most joyful in the last 7 years. I made friends with Lan Ran and Demon Knight clan here. And when I didn't have any equipment, Lan Ran took the initiative to give me her equipment. Here, I can still show my strength and compete with other strong people. But soon, I will be returning back to those desperate days. Yao, that bitch. It's a pity I couldn't kill her last time. 3 years. Just give me more time. In 3 years, I will kill that Yao and save you. This guy. My mother is a member of the Elders Hall and knows more high-level info than they do. Yao is becoming more and more unreasonable and many of the lords are dissatisfied. But it is absolutely difficult to push her off the throne in just 3 short years. However, in the entire universe, the only person who is qualified to say this is the person in front of me. After all, he has a precedent for slaying 4 heavenly venerates. In addition, the death of Heavenly Venerate who was the closest to Yao caused a huge uproar in the Demon Knight clan. I just don't know if Lu Yu can survive. If it's just 3 years, I can bear it. Although, I don't dare believe that he can do it within short 3 years, it is my only hope right now. And I will stick with him. Good, let us move on ahead. These are the scorching ants of the 8 branch. After these murderous ants are killed, they will explode violently. So, everyone better spread out properly. But since their defenses are not that sturdy, be careful when killing them. You might cut through their defense without realizing. Pew pew pew. Watch out for that ant. Don't let it come near. That's it. It's really not that difficult to deal with. So, just do it carefully. Why are they looking at me? Could it be that they want me to kill these ants? No wonder, before I said that I would kill one of their kings, so they are probably curious and want to know the depth of my strength. Let me try. Pew pew pew. It's dangerous enough to attract a single scorching ant. Yet he actually attracted an entire group? What is he trying to do? Get back. Everyone get back. He wants to blast all of the ants at once. What? Is the trying to blow himself up as well? Pew pew pew. We shouldn't have let this guy take action. His ways are way too reckless. Cough. 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 This guy. How on earth did he survive such a powerful impact? Obviously, we are all martial artists at Divine Sea Realm. So, how can the strength gap be so big? Luo Zhang, he really is amazing. In just short 7 years, he has grown to a point which I couldn't reach. Now, even I look up to him. I gathered up all the scorching ants and killed them at once. Now, this branch should have no other obstacle. Okay, let's move on now. Every branch will have a kind of strange bug, so you better be careful. Understood. 9th tree branch Poisonous Hail. 10th tree branch Twin Winged Bee. 11th tree branch Divine Strength Weevil. This Luo Zhang is really powerful. The Divine Strength Weevil is so powerful that it is far beyond what ordinary warriors can resist. I was surprised when he faced those Poisonous Hail and Twin Winged Bees before. Both of them are highly poisonous things in this world. If even Lu Yu or Lan Ran were caught, they would undoubtedly die. But he rushed over to kill the poisonous insects while not paying attention to the strange poison at all. This is already the 12th branch. There are whole fruits on this branch and each fruit contains a lot of dream points. A lot? How much is that? Each fruit contains 100,000 points. So much. No wonder Lu Yu and others have to enter the Deadwood Gate 3 times. If I climb alone and get these fruits alone, I can accumulate 4 million dream points at once. Won't I be able to get 12 million points by climbing 3 times? Before, I always thought that the shortcut to getting more dream points is just fighting others and taking it from them. Now, it seems that the arrangements in this dream battlefield are far more abundant than I had previously imagined. Everyone present will get one of these fruits. Come and get them. That's great. 1,000,000 dream points give me 1 as well. The remaining dream points I will take 30% and you can take 70%. What do you think, Brother Luo Zhang? All right. But what about Lu Yu? Doesn't she need it? I don't need it. Why? If Lu Yu accumulates a certain amount of dream points, it will definitely appear on the front end. The Demon Knight clan has so many eyes, so it definitely won't go unnoticed. The current Lu Yu is still weak right now. I understand. After all, Lu Yu is still in the prison of the Demon Knight clan. If Yao saw her achievements in the dream battlefield, the consequences would be disastrous. I crushed 21 fruits and got 2.1 million dream points. That's a lot of points. It's second only to the number of points I gained from killing Ji Luo Shui last time. Let's see. What is my rank now? There seems to be no change. Although I am ranked 267th in this world, the ranking in the entire dream battlefield didn't rise at all. Instead, it fell down to 15,000. Alas, there are too many competitors in the dream battlefield and everyone has their own opportunities and luck. How can I accumulate points faster? Above the treetop, there is a stone plate leading to the 13th branch. Why don't we go ahead? The 13th branch is the top of the scared tree of the ancient witch race. The difficulty is far greater and beyond what we can handle. But if Brother Luo Zheng wants to go, you can give it a try because the rewards must be amazing. I want to give it a try. We have climbed to the 13th branch once and the top should be the place where the ancient witch race inheritance remains. When you enter, you will be attacked by strange witchcraft. If people fall, we will have to retreat immediately. Luo Zhang, you have to think about it. Well, it doesn't matter. I can retreat no matter how bad it is. Then you can go take a look. We will be here waiting for you. Pew pew pew. This strange feeling is a bit familiar. Where have I felt it before? Where was it? I have felt this feeling before, but I can't remember it at all. I should go and take a look around. There might be some clues. These huge skulls should be giant skulls. It seems like it was used as a house by the ancient witch race. I don't have much contact with the giants. I only know that they are twice as tall as the demons and they move really slow. Their talent is not that high either. The only skill they can master is their innate divine strength. But in the upper realm, brute force alone is useless. The giant race is just a small race, but there seem to be a lot of their skulls laying here. Isn't it a bit too quiet here? I can even hear my own heartbeat. The sound of heartbeat is not that obvious again. Forget it. I need to move on ahead. I understand now that hearing the sound of my heartbeat is not due to excessive silence here. It should be due to some kind of peculiar witchcraft. Fortunately, after training, my physical body has become very sturdy and my internal organs are as strong as a divine weapon. Even if my heart is caught or strangled by this strange force, it won't have any sort of effect on me. If it was an ordinary warrior instead of me, I am afraid he would have been seriously injured. This doesn't seem like the right path. I seem to be going in a circle? Is there some sort of illusion here? Pew pew pew. These eyes, they are too weird. Giant eyeballs. There are a total of 13 giant eyeballs. These eyeballs should represent some kind of symbol of the ancient witch race, maybe even the supremacy of their family. As I guessed before, this huge dream battlefield should be built according to the will of the heavenly Tao, and within it should be hidden the memory of the heavenly Tao. So in this era, the civilization that was born, the civilization that was destroyed, and the civilization that remains today will all be represented in the dream battlefield in turns. Just like the temple I entered before. It came from the Myriad Buddha Saint domain. I got a teleportation order token from it and now I can move from one place to another freely. At the top of this big sacred tree, I wonder what rewards lie in wait. I should stop competing with this maze and see if there are any sort of shortcuts to fly over. That's it. I can use that purple light as a reference to discern my direction. I have been flying for a long time, but why hasn't the distance between me and the light shortened yet? No way. Am I back at the start again? Could it be that this maze is made with the laws of space? And whether I am on the ground or in air, I will still be affected by it. Then, let me try walking through space. This is effective. I am getting closer and closer to the purple light. And I am back here again. But when I was flying through the air just now, I realized that the further away I get from these skulls, the calmer and softer my heartbeat becomes. When you are closer to the skull, your heartbeat gets louder. Are these skulls the key to unlocking the puzzle? Pew pew pew. This is a shadow creature. I finally understand where that familiar feeling was coming from. I remember now. When returning from the 4 god countries in the middle domain, the celestial clan took me back through the void. At that time, we were chased by a shadow creature. No wonder it felt so familiar. Boss Missouri of the celestial clan once said that the shadow creatures come from a race abandoned by God. Could it be that this ancient witch race is the same shadow clan cursed by God? Just now, I drove this shadow creature out of the skull and the loud thumping of the heartbeat has disappeared completely. It looks like this guy was the cause. I need to destroy them all. Break! There are more shadow creatures hidden in these giant skulls? Let me catch one and see what it really is. This thing seems to be very poisonous, but it has no effect on me. Let me grab it again. Woo! Screech! Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. These little skulls are so unusual. They didn't even break. Woo woo. Is this thing really unbreakable? Power of 10,000 dragon scales. Break for me. Power of 20,000 dragon scales. Power of 30,000 dragon scales. Astral essence. Huff, huff, cough. 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 First, let's force out the shadow creatures inside the big skulls. Then, I can kill them. These little skulls are not a problem for now. That is great. I seem to be getting closer to the purple light at the top of the tree. Seems like the only way to get out of this maze is to destroy all the skulls. Half an hour later, I obviously killed all the shadow creatures behind me. So, why are these guys still following me? Leave. Cough. 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 I remember. There were skulls behind the Schwanma Heavenly Venerate because he killed the Shadow Clan as well. If even a Heavenly Venerate can't do anything about it, I guess it can't be helped for now. Ugh. I don't care. I can only go one step at a time. Maybe these hard skulls can help me withstand a powerful attack of some sort. Now, as long as I climb these stairs, I can reach the top, right? Why did the color of the fog change? I remember. I have seen and read about this in the books in the library. This yellow fog is a poisonous fog of the ancient witch race, the long-lost tortoise poison. It is said that this poison is extremely overbearing and even some realm masters cannot bear it. When the ancient witch race expanded their territory, countless warriors fell under the effects of this poison. But since my body has already become a divine weapon, there is nothing to be afraid of. Keep going. That's it. This smells is too foul. I just encountered the tortoise poison and now it's the blue poisonous fog. Could it be that the 13 killing poisons of the ancient witch race is set up on these stairs? These 13 killing poisons are the unique only to the ancient witch race, and there are 13 different kinds of poison with different level of toxicity. But once it breaks out, it will not leave the body until the person is completely swallowed by the poison. And most of them have a common feature, that is, it's very unpleasant. Huff, huff, I am glad I remembered that part about the poisons. Otherwise, I would have thrown up all the way. It's a pity that I only looked at a part about the poisonous arts of the ancient witches and did not find any records on the witchcraft. I would be great if I could understand how to remove these little skulls. There is neither fruit nor any kind of rewards for dream points here. What is this again? You can enter the Hall of Cause and Effect by paying 5 million dream points. To open the Hall of Cause and Effect, 10 people need to participate at the same time. You are still short on 3 people to open the Hall of Cause and Effect. Do you want to pay the dream points? No way. I worked so hard to reach the top of the great divine tree, and I even ended up recruiting a bunch of cursed skulls. It's one thing if you are not giving me dream points, but now you are even making me pay 5 million dream points instead. Hey, where else can I find dream points? I wonder what the rewards for smashing these eyeballs will be. Let me try it out. Pew pew pew. Why has that guy not come back after so long? Could it be that he has been sent to the main city after failing? Probably not. I believe in his strength. Pew pew pew. Luo Zhang. Are you okay? Rest assured. I'm okay. Be careful. It's useless. These little skulls seem to be indestructible. What is going on here? It should be the curse of the ancient witch race. I returned after encountering it. Is the curse that powerful? Could it be that nothing hard can break it? I just thought of something. This guy actually has the supreme artifact, Black Star Mind Pickaxe. There are only 3,000 supreme weapons in the universe. How did he manage to get it? Since the Black Star Mind Pickaxe has a law of casualty that can break everything, I can probably break this little skull, right? Is the ancient witch race really that powerful? Those shadow creatures wearing cloaks didn't seem to be all that powerful. But they can attract these heaven-defying little skulls. How did they manage to do that? Also, why did such a powerful race escape to the back of the world? By the way, I might have a method that we can try. After all, this is a dream battlefield and some special methods can be used. There is a way? In the main city, according to the rules of heaven, fighting is forbidden there. So, you can try using the power of the main city. That's right. Since fighting is forbidden in the main city, these little skulls might not be able to bite me anymore. I don't believe that they can go against the will or rules of the heaven. By the way, aside from these little skulls, what else did you get on the top floor? Did you not get 100 fruits? Only if that was the case. Not to mention 100 fruits, I didn't even get a single one. Not even a single dream point. It just gave me this. And even asked for 5 million dream points instead. 5 million points. So far, I have only accumulated 2 million dream points. What's so magical about this iron token? To make you pay 5 million points. If you ask me, I would say there are more than 300 warriors who can have more than 5 million dream points in this realm, and they all qualify to enter the Hall of Cause and Effect. Anyone who enters will probably get substantial rewards. Luo Zhang. You should give it a try. Right, but we need to find a place to get rid of these little skulls. So, let's split up for now. You can go back and deal with the Demon Knight clan's affairs. Meanwhile, I will go accumulate more dream points as fast as possible after getting rid of these little skulls and use the iron token. And if that's the case, take care. What's wrong? Are you wondering if Luo Zhang can save you? I feel that Luo Zhang's strength is already able to compete with the talents of the major forces. This guy might be able to compete for the top 100 in the dream battlefield. Only a warrior like him is qualified to be called supreme talent. No, he will stand at the pinnacle of the dream battlefield. Does she mean Luo Zhang competing for the first position? That thought might not be as naive as it may seem. Stand at the pinnacle? Let's not mention the supreme talents of other races for now. Even the strength of 11 Sha of the Demon Knight race is already unfathomable. What's more is that there are so many major races in the universe, and each one of them has got a strong competitor. Although Lu Yu's confidence can be considered as arrogance. But this is the only way she can get past these difficult times. Maybe it will turn out just like Luo Zhang said. He might really help Lu Yu get out of that prison in 3 years. I also believe in Luo Zhang. After the fruits in the Deadwood Gate are taken away, it will take about 6 hours before it can reopen again. Let's take the people back to the city for a rest. All right. So many people trust him and have hope because of him. Luo Zhang is indeed an incredible person. The natural forces are so violent here. You, and you over there. Don't move around much and just stay put. This person is really strong beyond reason. His strength seems to be above the Divine Sea realm. And not just one. There are so many experts at the Divine Sea realm around the Ascension Pool. The upper realm is really amazing, you there. Keep up. My husband was in the Limbo realm in terms of cultivation. It has been more than 6 years or more now. I don't know if he has entered the Divine Sea realm. When Luo Zhang left that year, I was pregnant with his child. After the child was born, I named him Luo Nian. It was also with hope to pin the thoughts of him. Over the past 6 years, to get rid of the torment of not being able to see him, I took care of Luo Nian while meditating and practicing. It's just that in the past few years, Luo Nian has reached the age of 7 and looks more like his father. He is extremely talented and already has the cultivation base of 4th layer of innate realm. And my feeling of longing for him did not decrease, but instead increased day by day. Knowing that I was about to break through the Limbo realm and be forced to ascend, Nyener couldn't bear it. But I had to entrust him to Grandma Yu, and the affairs of the Cloud Palace were left to Deming Jinren. I thought I could reunite with Luo Zhang right after I ascended. But I didn't expect that although my wish to ascend would come true, the upper realm is far different than what I imagined. The great realm on this side is boundless and with the speed of martial artist of the Divine Sea realm. It will take 100 years to go from one end of this great realm to the other. We belong to the Pure Jade Sacred Land, a 10th grade holy land. Our Holy Lord is also the realm master of the Pure Jade realm. This big realm is truly outrageous. There are 100,000 big worlds here. Finding Luo Zhang is harder than finding a needle in a haystack. And this is actually a 10th grade holy land. The difference in strength between here and lower realm is not small. What should I do? All ascenders, come with me. You need to go to the mine of the Pure Jade Holy Land and start mining. This time when the dream battlefield was opened and the ascenders mining here slipped into the dream battlefield one by one. Now the entire mine is in a disoriented state and there is a shortage of manpower. Only when the news of these newly ascenders came, we got relieved that we can replace the old miners. Hey! Pure Jade Holy Land also strictly prohibits us deacons from entering the dream battlefield. I had to look after them. It was really annoying. Huh? What was that? Mining? How long does it take to mine? Hey, Depends on your strength. Some people are lucky and bold while some dig here for 3 to 5 years. Some ascenders have been digging here for hundreds of years. What? Does it take that long? What should I doesn't I don't know which realm my husband has ascended to, and there is no way I can find it by myself, and all you will do is only mine here for decades. If I knew this, I would have stayed in the lower realm and practiced with Nyenner. Halt! You don't need to mine. Huh? Me? Go through the portal. He wants me to go through? But this also means that I don't have to go mining. The great cities in the upper realm are really magnificent. Are you guys ascenders as well? Yes. Not long after my ascension, someone said that I didn't need to mine and brought me to this place. There are people outside guarding the palace. So, it's not easy to go out easily. Not being able to go out, I am afraid this is not a good sign. What are you afraid of? We just need to concentrate on cultivating first. Then we can just deal with whatever tricks they are trying to play. The lower realm martial artists who can cultivate to the divine sea realm are basically all stunning beauties, hee. Second brother, don't you think that my viewpoint is correct? N. Those who are able to ascend are all martial artists with excellent qualifications in the lower realm, so, naturally, they must have been cultivating by using beauty pills since a very young age to enhance both their cultivation and beauty. The person who just came here is actually an expert of the divine sea realm. It seems that it was them who got those divine sea realm warriors to bring us here, the 3 princes. I don't know why the pure jade holy land has put me here. What do they want? It's not about why. I just feel that it's not easy for a woman to ascend. So, I just saved you from the pain of having to mine for decades. If that's the case, why do we need to be imprisoned here? It's better to let us be free. Isn't it? My pure jade holy land is the leader of 3 parodies realm. Yet, you are so eager to miss out on the opportunity to join my pure jade holy land? My pure jade holy land's Uncle Hai recruits beginner disciples. Uncle Hai is a half-step realm lord, and it is your luck to be his beginner disciple. So, just follow me quietly. However, there is specific number of seats empty to become his disciple. Whether you will be favored or not will depend on your fortune. To have a half-step realm lord as a master? Since setting foot in the realm of martial arts, I, Sun Linghua, has never had a master. Regardless of the other person's cultivation base. I refuse to have a master. That's it. They must not have any sort of good intention. Let us out. If that's what you want, then you are welcome. Come quick, without any delay. Bring the Forbidden Spirit bracelet as well. Damn it. Arg. I can't use genuine energy anymore. So, this is the function of the Forbidden Spirit bracelet. Luo Zhang. Please bless me. Just now, for some reason, I suddenly thought of Yudi. I don't know how she is doing in the lower realm. I want to get stronger and help her ascend to the upper realm one day. In front of me is the main city of the demons. Regardless, let's try and see if I can get rid of these little skulls. What is that? It seems to be a human race warrior. What is he doing here? There seems to be something strange following him. Hey! This is not the human race. If you are thinking of escaping into the main city, stop dreaming, step aside. Wow. That guy is amazing. I didn't even see how he killed the guard. It seems to be getting a lot easier on my back. Just as expected, they did fall off. But what is happening now? How could this be? It seems like bringing the skulls into the main city and destroying them is totally impossible. They are being kept out for now, but I can't stay outside of the main city with them forever. What is he doing? I don't understand. At first, I thought those little skulls were his weapons. But now it seems like he wants to get these skulls into the main city? Get into the main city? What's this? There seems to be some sort of resistance which is preventing me from pulling these skulls in. Lan Ran was right. There seems to be some sort of prohibition placed here that is preventing the skulls from entering. So, if you can get these skulls into the main city, you can indeed rely on the power of the main city to destroy them. But I can't get them in at all. I can try using the power of the dragon scales. Power of all dragon scales, open. Sigh. I still can't pull it in. If I can't pull it in, what if I throw it inside the main city from the outside? Pew pew pew. It actually made a hole in the ground. I don't know how much power it actually had just now to get it underground. I get it now. That human race kid seems to want to get rid of the skulls behind him. I wonder where and how he managed to provoke those things. They are so strong. Could they be even stronger than a divine weapon? Stronger than divine weapon? Since I can't destroy these things, I might as well just use them to get more dream points. Pew pew pew. Ha ha. These things have finally come in handy. These little skulls are plenty strong and frightful, but with addition to my terrifying power, they can become dreadful weapons. Since I have mostly cleaned up here, it's time to go to a different main city. That's where it. Why didn't the skulls follow after me? I don't know what will happen if I choose another city. Let me just choose this one. This seems to be a main city of the Demon Knight race. The Demon Knight race in the upper realm just seems to be a small clan, but the houses are really beautiful and extremely detailed. Although they are good at assassination and concealment, as long as you have clear eyes, they can be seen easily. I just used the teleportation order, but these skulls teleported tens of millions of miles to right where I am. And these little skulls arrived at almost the same time as me. The witchcraft of the ancient witch race is far too heaven-defying. It seems that I can only continue to use it to clean up the city now. My total ranking in Dream Battlefield has dropped to 17,000. And the ranking in this great world has dropped to 300th place. It seems just looting dream points around the cities is not going to work anymore. Anyway, since I have 5 million points now, why don't I give this a try? You can enter the Hall of Cause and Effect by paying 5 million dream points. It takes 10 people to open the hall. People must attend the hall at the same time. There are still 6 people short of opening the Hall of Cause and Effect. Do you want to pay the dream points? 6 people short? When I got this token last time, it seemed like there were only 3 people short of opening the hall. Why did the people count decrease? No. There must have been other warriors who gathered 10 people and opened the Karma Hall. The 4 people waiting must be another group. It seems that many warriors have already entered the Hall of Cause and Effect. Pay the dream points. Pew pew pew. Another one has come in. 5 people short now. This is the Hall of Cause and Effect? It seems like there is no exit. Oh, the little skulls did not follow me through. This is just a waiting room. The Hall of Cause and Effect can only be opened when 10 people have gathered. Meanwhile, you can wait and practice here. This person seems to be entering the Hall of Cause and Effect for the first time. I am afraid he will only be dragging our feet, since it has not opened yet. Let me try using this time and space to try and refine the power of the magnetic essence. You. That small hill in your hand. Is it a refined Yuan magnetic mountain? Yes. There are people who can refine a Yuan magnetic mountain. This is incredible. The power of the magnetic essence is a natural force formed after the combination of the 5 elements. To extract the power of the 5 elements of the Yuan magnetic mountain, it is necessary to use the power of the 5 elemental laws at the same time, and the power must be controlled in a completely balanced state. Use the power of 5 elemental laws and keep them in a very well balanced state. Let's try it out. Oh. The power of the 5 elemental laws is working. The power of the 5 elemental laws are independent of other origin laws and is the most original law in this world. It is very simple for a warrior to draw forth the power of one law. But there are some martial arts which require the combination of 2 or 3 kinds of laws, or use them alternately, which requires a lot of practice. The thumb has a light golden color. The golden light is very dazzling. It must be the power of law of gold. Above the index finger, there is a warm flame rising, which is the power of the law of fire. There is a thick breath on the middle finger, which is the power of the earth law. Above the little finger, there is a light green breath of life. It's the power of law of wood. On the ring finger, there are waves of water floating, which is the power of the law of water. Huh? His method of the 5 elements is just like the G family's unique secret method. This secret method is not spread anywhere. Why is this person not only refining the Yuan magnetic mountain, but also cultivating the G family's secret method? Let's see what's actually going on. Concentrating these 5 laws in one hand is creating such a strong repulsive force. Sure enough, the strength of the 5 elements is really hard to control. Among the 5 elements, gold restrains wood, wood restrains earth, earth restrains water. Water restrains fire, and fire restrains gold. In other words, the 5 elements are born from each other. Gold creates water, water creates wood, wood creates fire, fire creates earth, and earth creates gold. It is no wonder that the first essential point of this secret method is to completely balance the strength of 5 elements. As long as one of the laws has more force than the other, it will affect the other law and in turn affecting the forces of several other laws. And then they begin to mutually repel each other. They can only grow and restrain each other when they are fully balanced. Only then will they be stored in the palm. Lead, the power of magnetism. Sure enough, it's still not working. It is really difficult to completely balance the power of the 5 elements in your hand. Unexpectedly, the release of the elemental magnetic force is much harder than I had initially thought. Ji Luoxue is really talented indeed. Being able to cultivate this technique so well, she really is the pride of her family. She could extract and store the power of the elemental magnetic force in the finger chain. She enhanced the power of the 5 elements greatly as well. This method of fusion of the 5 elements of the Ji family is also an extraordinary technique. You seem to have just started practicing? Yeah. I advise you not to practice it in this waiting period. Even Ji family's supreme talent took 6 years to cultivate this method before he achieved any sort of success. It is better to practice what you are good at as soon as possible and cooperate with us. The Hall of Cause and Effect will be opening soon. What I cultivate is my own business and it won't affect the team formation. It took Ji Luoxue 6 years to practice this method. If you want to master it, it will take you at least 10 years before you can be proud. I am giving you an advice, but you refuse to listen and want to get it done in such a short amount of time. It's really just wishful thinking and arrogance. If that didn't work, let me try another method. Let me concentrate the power of law of water in the thumb finger, law of fire in the little finger, and the law of gold in the middle finger. Let's just separate a few other obvious forces. Although it is impossible to achieve perfect balance, in this way, the mutual repulsion of the 5 laws has indeed reduced a lot. Channel the power of magnetism. Oh no, the power of the 5 elements is about to become unstable. So, this is yuan magnetism. It's a pity that it is forbidden to fight in this room. Otherwise, I could have tried out the new power and learned how to use it efficiently. Was this guy really practicing Ji family's secret method just now? Although, he seems to be suppressing the 5 elemental laws and forcibly extracting the yuan magnetic power. But he was able to extract it after only 3 attempts, which is way too fast. When Ji Luoxue was sent to UNC Shinshan by the ancestors of the Ji family, she stayed for 3 years. At the end of the 2nd year, she only drew out a trace of magnetism and this person only took half an hour for the whole process. I didn't think it was great at the beginning. After all, I am also a child of the thoughtless god. But it wasn't until I tried to narrow the gap between myself and Ji Luoxue. The distance between me and her was getting bigger and bigger. Only then, I realized how terrifying supreme talents were. Among her peers, Ji Luoxue is like a proud phoenix, always aloft and being cared for by her elders. And the strength that Ji Luoxue showed was far surpassing the warriors of the same generation. If Ji Luoxue is a supreme talent whom it took 6 years, is he some sort of monster? It's a Night Clan warrior. The assassins have joined in. Caught your eyes. Are there flowers on my face? Hey, can't I just watch? You want to look again? I just did. Stop. If there is any more noise, you will have to leave the room for others. And I will be the one chasing you too. Is that the supreme artifact Buddha Sun Blade? You are a practitioner of 10,000 Buddha Sanctuary. Buddha Sun Blade. The Buddha opened the golden mouth and gave death with one word. That short sword has a very strong killing power. It's better to stay away from him. Humph. The 7th person is a warrior of the Demon Knight clan. 8th. 9th. The 10th person is ready. All right. Now, we can go. But this room doesn't have a door at all. Where do we go? No, just stand still. And the Iron Token, wasn't it called Hall of Cause and Effect? Why is it a big mountain? This is the Hall of Cause and Effect. You will understand what is going on once we climb the mountain. After leaving this platform, all restrictions will be lifted, but I don't want everyone to start fighting each other. Why? In the Hall of Cause and Effect, the number of dream points you can get can be calculated in tens of millions. If the chances are good, you can even get some supreme artifacts that have never been found before. But it's fine if you are willing to fight each other here. What? No wonder. I had been fighting for a long time in the main cities yet. My ranking wasn't rising at all. But instead, it was dropping constantly. So, all the opportunities were right here. Now, I am increasingly curious as to what is going on in the Hall of Cause and Effect. Ha ha ha. These damn skulls appeared again. When I used the teleportation order to move from one main city to another, it chased after me. Then, I used the iron ticket to enter the causal hall, and it still followed me. It won't wait for the end of the battlefield to follow me out, will it? What is that? Something that I provoked at a secret place and couldn't dispel. Hey, let me try. Although this lightning is very small, its power is not trivial. She is good at it. It seems impossible. Let me give it a try as well. Give me one. I'm sure I can cut it with my dark sword. How can this be? I can't split it. And it broke my dark sword as well. This seems to be harder than a supreme artifact. Stop it. Everyone. If I am guessing it correctly, these skulls should be a curse from the ancient witch race. You guessed it correctly. I don't know what to do with these, according to legend, the ancient clan sorcery, in conjunction with the heavenly Tao, stole the fate of heaven by cursing. So, their sorcery is extremely powerful, and the curse is almost impossible to break. Stealing fate. Actually, I don't really understand it myself, but destiny is the highest level of law of causality in the universe, and there are only 128 of them. So, if you try and steal it from others, you might get killed by the heavenly way. In the legends, the ancient witch race legend used sorcery to exercise the law of casualty, which is forbidden by the heaven. No wonder the ancient witch race disappeared without a trace overnight. Is this the reason behind it? But it's not easy to reach a conclusion. Flying is prohibited in the Hall of Cause and Effect. So, we can only climb up these stairs step by step. This is the first Hall of Cause and Effect. It is not that difficult to go through. Everyone can enter. What happens within the Hall of Cause and Effect? Just as the name suggests, the test in the Hall of Cause and Effect uses the rule of heaven as an attack method, and every attack contains the law of casualty. All the rules involved in the law of karma are a median of this universe, and that includes even the rules of the upper ranks. Such attacks are hard to defend against. So, why is this woman in white so relaxed? So what's the danger in the first Hall of Cause and Effect? I don't know. It seems to be different every time. But I know for a fact that the first Hall of Cause and Effect is not that difficult. So, as long as you are careful, everyone can pass. Be careful. If you get hit by that white light, you will definitely die. What kind of horrible place is this Hall of Cause and Effect? Like I said, the first casual hall will not be too difficult. The light moves very slowly. Just be careful and everyone can get through without any sort of hindrance. Come on. There are still 100 feet left. After that, you can pass through this hall. What are the rewards for the first hall? You will find out after it's over. I wonder if this law of causality can destroy these little skulls. The power that I can exert from my hand is countless times stronger than this light. I have to light up all the dragon scales. Not good. I have to let it go. What's happening? Arg. Pew pew pew. You almost got me killed. I will fight you. If you really want to challenge me, I won't back off. This guy seems to be very strong. I was just trying to scare him, but I didn't expect him to get serious. Come on. It's not something worth fighting about. Let's just get out of here first. Run. Quickly. Hey, didn't you say the Hall of Cause and Effect has a lot of rewards? This is only 100 dream points. I feel like the beggar. What are you looking at me for? I wasn't the one to set this up. The first Hall of Cause and Effect is not that difficult, and the rewards aren't that great either. I only got 50 dream points in the last round. We've paid 5 million points to get here. If we can only earn 100 points, it's really going to be a big loss. The first hall really was extremely simple. We can only blame him for making things more difficult for us this time. Sorry. I didn't expect things to turn out like this either. Hopefully, the same thing won't happen again. Yeah. That was dangerous. I know you want to get rid of these skulls, but it's better to think about everyone first. I am indeed reckless. I didn't expect that slow watercolored light to contain such great power. It doesn't matter. Just pay attention to your back. Anyone who gets bitten by so many skeletons in their back won't be having a good time. Don't you think you're using too much genuine energy to keep your body protected? Will you be able to keep going? Don't worry. I am fine. Let's move on. I can't let them know the secrets about my primordial chaos chi. Hey! I forgot to ask earlier, but what is your name? My name? My name is Luo Tianqing. You're lying. How did you know? When someone lies, their heart beats faster than normal. I can hear it. That is my talent. So, that's it. What's your name? My name is Ji Nan. I am from Thoughtless Gods. Thoughtless Gods is different from the Human Tao Alliance, and Ji family is the fourth-ranked family within the Thoughtless Gods. I heard Yin Luo say that the Human Tao Alliance was formed by connecting numerous large and small holy places of human races. The Thoughtless God, on the other hand, is dominated by the four great families and developed to the point where it is today. The four great families, Xianyuan, Ji, Sun, and Ji, Season, were only called families, but their strength far surpassed that of an ordinary 10th grade holy land, and each of them had a heavenly venerate sitting in their midst. Ji Nan. That's a nice name. I just saw that your cultivation method is very familiar. I have seen it being used by an old friend. Her name is Ji Luoxue. I am not sure if you know her. Coincidentally, the secret method that I am practicing also came from her. Ah. By chance, have you seen Sister Luo Shui? Wait, why did Ji Luo Shui do such a thing? It's big offense to spread the secret of the Ji family to outsiders. Indeed. I even fought against her. You fought? Did you lose? No, she was the one to lose. What happened? That's impossible. The four families of the Thoughtless Gods are among the top powerhouses in the upper realm. Especially Ji Luoxue. Before the rise of Xianyuan Shenfeng, no one among ST, the younger generation of martial artists of the human race, could stand their ground against her. The rise of Xianyuan Shenfeng was due to him merging with the fragment of the heavenly way to become a Daozi. If Sister Ji Luo Shui really comprehended the five elements divine Dao and also achieved Daozi, even Xianyuan Shenfeng would not be her match anymore. But this guy right in front of me. I see. You don't believe me, do you? When you saw Elder Sister Luo Shui, what was the color of the snow falling behind her? Is that detail important? Just tell me what the color of the snow was. It was just pure white. No wonder. I guess you did win against Sister Luoxue, but that was only half of her strength. Sister Luoxue has two bodies with two minds. The only way you can truly win is by defeating her when she is fused with Heishue. Two thoughts. Heishue? In other words, Ji Luoxue has another existence that is almost as strong as her current self? Pew pew pew. The difficulty of the second hall of cause and effect will be increased greatly. Don't rely only on your strength. You also need to look at your own reaction and judgment. What's this again? This second hall of cause and effect, unlike the first one, changes every time you come here. This is the first time I am encountering a hall like this. Then, this time let me lead you onto the right path. What a solid sword spirit. Using the sword spirit to find the way, it's perfect. Although the sword spirit of this human race martial artist is solid, it is a little bit different from Sun. You can still see the color of illusion. But to be able to condense a sword spirit to this extent is already quite impressive. Pew pew pew. Retreat. Scatter. The difficulty of this second hall of cause and effect doesn't seem to be that high. We just need, what? The cube boulder seems to be sentient and knows that the sword spirit is being manipulated. The cube boulder is 3 feet in length, width, and height. And every time it rolls over, it covers 3 feet of distance, although it can only move according to the grid on the floor. If it wants to go diagonally, it will have to take a detour. But the distance of this hall is limited. And it rolls quickly. This thing seems to only move along the grid on the floor. It can't move diagonally. Pew pew pew. Everyone, like me, move diagonal to this giant cube stone. Passing the second Karma Hall is not that difficult. In this case, there is no need to delay time in this hall. Let's just get through it. All right. Strange, how? Something doesn't feel right. This second hall of cause and effect shouldn't be this low in difficulty. Although the working mechanisms of the second hall of cause and effect are different, it is by no means simple. The last time I teamed up to go through the hall of cause and effect, 8 out of 10 the martial artists fell. In the end, only me and another person passed. Are you saying that we have yet to understand the rules of this hall of cause and effect? I have a hunch, but let's try passing it first. Almost there. Wait. That is? What the hell is this? Is it not letting us pass? Not good. The exit is blocked, and the stones at the back are rolling over towards us. Pull back first. I knew it was not that easy. We were actually blocked from going through? There must be some sort of mechanism in this hall of cause and effect. Could it be that there are certain requirements that you have to meet before you can leave? Help. Luo Tianqing? Pushing people out and getting yourself into trouble. Just how capable is this guy? In the future, I hope I will get an opportunity to challenge him as well. 8 tunes flying smoke. What kind of movement technique is that? Thanks for saving this fellow's life. We all entered the hall of cause and effect together. So, we have to work together when necessary. Helping you is also helping myself. Right, to get further ahead from here, it's important to work with each other. But with that grid in the way, I don't know how we can get through. Everyone, pay attention. There must be some sort of mechanism here. Well, maybe the mechanism is on the boulder itself. Pew pew pew. Words break the 10 directions, proverbs shatter. What a powerful technique. Did he succeed? Pew pew pew. Be careful, everyone. Don't line up with these stones. This beam of light, you might die if it touches you. I wonder if any martial artists have fallen. 2 of us have fallen. No, these rocks are lining up. If that's the case, we are dead for sure. In this hall, there are 11 squares grooves in both rows and columns, but only 10 stones. Then, that's the only place where you can hide. Don't panic. There's one last line of survival here. Come with me. All right. Humph. We shouldn't have attacked the stones just now. We were so close to completing this hall. No. I'm afraid that's what we'll have to do to get through this hall. It was his attack that made this hall of cause and effect evolve to this point. So how do we break those stones? If you don't pay attention, you will die. We can't keep hiding like this, right? I think the key should still be on those ghost faces. Ghost face, it is possible, but what can we do about it? Disperse first. After they stop, they will be emitting light at the new position. All right. Don't just stand there. There's a stone in a straight line behind you. It'll be blocked by light in a minute. Understood. If the key is above those ghost faces, what is their pattern? Wait, there's a ghost face over there which is different from the rest. It's dark red? Damn, almost got that ghost face. Strange. The dark red face. Disappeared? Did you find anything? There seems to be a ghost face, which is different in color from the other ghost faces. It is dark red. But it disappeared after rolling again. Really? Well, let's find that ghost face and smash it into pieces first. Although the tests encountered in the Hall of Cause and Effect are different each time you enter, there are always similarities. The last time I encountered one, I found a dragon sculpture atop 33 stone pillars. You have to break it to get through. The dark red ghost face seems to be deliberately hidden beneath these giant stones. And it changes its position every time it rolls, so even if you find it, you might not be able to break it in time. So, what? Anyway, let's find that dark red ghost face first. All right. It's not the one over here. I couldn't find it either. I don't see it. I saw it. This is the one. There is indeed a dark red ghost face. But at 15 already beneath the giant stone. Okay. We will come over there right away. Damned luck. It's gone again. It seems that every time we are close to catching the dark red ghost face, the stone crushes it underneath. Stops rolling and emits light. When the light disappears afterwards, the dark red ghost face is replaced by the stone again, and the cycle continues. I have an idea. Can any of you set up traps? I can. My purple thunder bamboo is powerful when it explodes, but this one won't do. This will just detonate when the stone rolls over. What he wants is a type of rune trap which can be placed on a grid on the floor, only to be triggered when a square stone rolls and crushes the dark red ghost face underneath, thus shattering that face in the end. I can do that. World Tree Seal. At my thought, thorns of the World Tree will sprout forth from the ground, attacking the bottom of the stone. If it's that way, I can do it too. Then, please, both of you, lay enough traps on the ground to give us a good chance at destroying that dark red ghost face. No problem, leave it to us. Unfortunately, there are no materials in the dream battlefield, otherwise, the god line would have been faster than them laying runes. I am almost done here. What about you? I am almost done as well. What's that? What? This. Does this hall not allow using traps? It looks like we'll have to continue with the dumbest way of splitting up and squatting. No problem. As long as we find it, we will tell you right away. And we will destroy it as soon as possible. All right. As soon as that ghost face appears, I'll shoot at it. Not here. Not here either. Over there. But that side is quickly going down again. Damn it. Watch out for the beam of light. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. That stone had the law of causality. It was protected by the heavenly Tao and was as indestructible as the main city walls. Is it over now? Amazing. It was luck as well. I hadn't expected this little skull to come in handy at such a critical moment. It seems that we are lucky indeed. Only 2 out of 10 have fallen. It all thanks to Luo Tianqing. I suggest that Luo Tianqing gets half of these dream points. We can divide the other half among us. All right. Look here. Why is there a huge stone at the door? I'm coming. This. Obviously, we've already broken the heavenly Tao here. So, why? What's going on? I can't move this stone. How can there be dream points coming out? And there are 400,000 points. If I'm not mistaken, this is the reward for the second hall of cause and effect, which is available to everyone. But it looks like it rewards you with dream points based on your strength. The stone will only break when everyone receives their reward. What? That can't be. Just now doesn't count. Why did it turn out like this? Well, it looks like everyone only has one chance. Let me try. You guys stay back. No arrows? This is the Moon-Breaking Flame Bow. Ranked at more than 2,100 on the Universe Myriad Spirit Monument. It can create flames out of thin air. 280-0000. I might die of regret. Let's try it too. 130-0000. 260-0000. 320-0000. 390-0000. This power is so weird. The methods of Myriad Buddha Saint Domain is really wide-ranged and profound. Luo Tianqing, it's your turn. It's just an ordinary straight punch? That is the same as not taking the dream point seriously. I thought I was unlucky enough to be finishing at the bottom. This human friend doesn't need to be so thorough about it, haha. That's a lot more dream points than what all of us received, collectively. To achieve this with just one straight punch shows that his body 500 has already reached an unimaginable degree of toughness. Now that I am used to unleashing the power of 40,000 dragon scales at once, the physical changes are not that apparent. And when all the dragon scales are fully opened, the power that I can exert may also be comparable to that of a supreme divine tier sword. You. How many dream points did you get? 10.4 million. 10.4 million. How could this be? In the end, I am at the bottom. I am not reconciled. Not reconciled at all. After I used the Zen silence technique, the burst of power I showed was my limit. Even in Myriad Buddha Saint Domain, where there is an abundance of upcoming talents, only a few can surpass me. This man used only physical strength and it was 3 times as much as mine? That's incredible. The rankings have gone up. In the entire dream battlefield, I am ranked 9,200 and I have entered the top 100 within the Great Realm. I can't believe I earned my dream points back with so much interest so quickly. Then let's go to the next hall of cause and effect. There will definitely be more opportunities. While going through the previous hall, everyone should have understood the importance of teamwork. I suggest that we introduce ourselves to each other. That way, it will be easier to cooperate and assign tasks. I'll go first. My name is Ji Nan. I am Jin Hai. My name is Tsang Mo and Si. Luo Tianqing. My name is Huan Ling. Jianfeng. My name is Li Changyin. Everyone here is very honest. Only Luo Tianqing uses a pseudonym. Hee, I'm sorry. I can't reveal my real name for some specific reasons. If they knew that I pitted so many heavenly venerates against each other, God knows what kind of reaction they would have. Is this guy really hiding something? How difficult was this third hall of cause and effect in the past? I can't say for sure, but there are 5 halls of cause and effect from the bottom to the top of the mountain. When I came here last time, there were 2 supreme talents in the team. We all passed through the first hall, 3 people fell in the second hall. In the third one, 4 people fell, and finally, I fell in the 4th hall of cause and effect. It's that scary? Then we have to be careful. Don't be nervous. As long as everyone works together, we can pass this hall. Actually, I didn't dare to say it, but when I went into the hall of cause and effect, it was the 2 supreme talents who refused to work with each other. Not only did we get into a big fight, but we also saw others fall in the hall, otherwise, we would have passed. I hope everyone will be more united and cooperative this time. She is right. To get more dream points, we must cooperate with each other, otherwise no one will go further ahead. If we cooperate well, we might be able to reach the top 1,000 this time. Let's go in first. There is a deep trench here. It's not hard for us to jump over. It's just, the other side of the river is dark and uncertain, so it is better not to act rashly. There seems to be something over there. How come there are so many hooks here? It seems that there is a hook in every steel. The number of hooks is the same as the number of people entering the hall at a time. It's possible that. I get it. It is reasonable to say that everything in this hall is protected by the heavenly Tao and won't be easily destroyed. These hooks are probably for us. Except for the fallen warriors, we can take one of these hooks. If that's the case, don't mind me. Then, what should we do next? Hold it. There seems to be something on the other side. What is it? I didn't see it clearly. I'll observe it carefully again. Step back. Ah. What just happened? Ah. His dream points were absorbed? Impossible. Is there an object in this hall of cause and effect that can absorb dream points? No, in the dream battlefield, only warriors can absorb the dream points. There is only one possibility, which is the existence of other warriors on the opposite side. But every time the hall of cause and effect opens, it can only accommodate 10 people. So, why are there other warriors on the opposite side? Everybody back up. And at least, stay cautious. That's right. It turns out that the opposite side was completely dark because someone used the power of the law of darkness. The other party was already prepared. These hooks were placed here for each of us and are obviously meant to be used by us. If the other side can hook our people over, we should be able to hook the other side over here as well. Right now. TCH. Empty hook. Watch out. Ah. Thanks a lot. What a close call. Damn, those guys on the other side are hiding in the dark. How are we gonna break this? It's not even fair. I saw it while I was in midair just now. There are indeed other martial artists on the opposite side. Pew pew pew. It turned out to be another group of martial artists entering the Hall of Cause and Effect after all. The Hall of Cause and Effect forbids flying. Could it be that this hall is about our 2 groups competing across this river? But looking at other team, all of them seem to have survived. Their strength should not be underestimated. Who here can use the law of darkness? We need to hide as well. Don't use the law of darkness. Just watch me. I'll see how they hook again. Pew pew pew. It's a bit interesting. This rebirth illusion fog, which belongs to Myriad Buddha Saint domain. So what? They won't be able to break my absolute darkness at best. Neither side will be able to hook anyone. It's useless if you can't break it. Are we afraid of the other side? Get rid of this damn thing. It's so dark. I can't see a thing. Fees, this hall was supposed to be about destroying the opposing fighters to get through. Humph. I set up this law of darkness to protect everyone, yet I don't need your protection. I'll just stand here and see who dares to hook me. You. Since that's the case, you should remove the law of darkness around Demeng. Brother Dugu? Do you really want me to remove it? Of course. I have my own plan. Now, they can't hook us. But even if we try, it's the same story on our side as well. Well, that's a problem. Look at the opposite side. Are they doing this? Intentionally? It could be. This must be one of their tricks. What are they trying to do by letting only their middleman come out? Just a bunch of wimps on the other side. I'm standing right here and you don't dare to do anything? Take the hook. Hook me over. I won't fight back. I won't say anything. The only son of Mos your heavenly venerate, Demeng. I can't believe this guy is also here. This. Isn't the third hall of cause and effect a bit too difficult? Is this guy strong? Among the several supreme talents of the demon race, it didn't seem like there was such a person. This guy isn't a supreme talent. Because he doesn't have a strong fate. But apart from his fate, his strength and talent aren't any weaker than those supreme talents. So what they're saying is that they are deliberately letting us hook him over, and after we do that, he'll kill all of us. Regardless of the man's strength, the hook contains the heavenly Tao, and it is impossible to break free of it. The moment you hook the guy over, he's going to become very passive. But looking at how confident he is, he must have something up his sleeve. Why don't I see any kind of movement? Since that's the case, why don't you just give up, remove the mist and come over here and beg for mercy on your knees? I can let you die a quick death. Idiot. How dare you call me names? You're the idiot. You con man. Didn't you say that you won't fight back or even yell back? I just yelled at you, and you said something back. Do you think I'll believe when you said that you won't fight back? I was just 00C trying to have a quick word. How should I put this? Demeng, just ignore them. They won't be able to resist. All right. I'll see how long those guys can wait. Psst. I didn't know you were good at quarreling. Look out. That was close. Someone on the other side seems to be able to see through my fog. But I don't know if it's based on the sounds or something else. If that's the case, I can try shooting the opponent. No need. If we directly attack the other side of the river, they will start taking precautions. I'll handle that guy. I know how to deal with him really well, but they'll definitely have other reinforcements, so we had better spread out. Okay. Hee. Release. Astral Crystal Saint Body. Oh no, this is the supreme divine martial arts passed down from the demon clan's first heavenly venerate. Let alone us divine sea realm martial artists, even a divine extreme or a divine transformation realm martial artist wouldn't be able to break through his defenses. When he comes down, we're all dead. Jin Ha. It's your turn. Got it. My astral crystal saint body has been destroyed. According to the rules of this hall of cause and effect, a martial artist caught by the long hook cannot break free, has no weight, and has no ability to fight back. No matter how strong you are, you still won't be able to beat the heavenly Tao contained within the long hook. I bet you want to stall time to get down and make a move on us right away. However, I won't be letting you down. Astral Crystal Saint Body. This astral crystal saint body of mine consumes a lot of genuine energy and can't withstand their tossing and turning. I have to fish over Brother Dugu as soon as possible. I won't let you succeed. Not good. Get out of here. Ah. It's my turn. No, I got it. I got it. Astral crystal, saint body. Damn it. All of my genuine energy has been consumed and I can't use the astral crystal saint body anymore. It's about time we end this. He still has 2 million dream points in his body, so he's fine. That guy shouldn't be the strongest person on the other side to me. It looked like he was just trying to hook someone over from the other side of the river by himself. If that really is the case, then that person must have the confidence to kill all of us. He is probably a supreme talent. How do we deal with him? A supreme talent's strength is extraordinary. The other side must have also realized that the long hook contains the heavenly Tao that could break any power or martial skill, and I'm afraid they won't get hooked as easily now. Since they won't be coming here, why don't I get hooked by them instead? Huh? You are crazy. If you don't try it, how do you know if there is any benefit to being hooked over there? Jin Hai, I will have to trouble you to clear the fog around me. Understood. What's he doing? Is he trying to do the same thing as Demeng and get hooked by us? Isn't this just a death wish? Even Demeng wasn't able to handle it just now, and he looks like he doesn't even have the strength. I'll take care of him. Wait. I am sure that you were the one who spoke just now. Were you the one who killed Demeng? It's me. What about it? You dare reveal your position? Aren't you afraid of death? I'm not going to be the one dying. So, why should I be afraid? Are they not taking the bait? If you won't take the bait, I'll just do this. Come here. Humph. Come. Brother Dugu, why didn't you hook him? Exactly. If you hook that guy over, he will die for sure. So, why are you hesitating? It's not time. I don't know why, but I had an extremely bad gut feeling about it the moment I was about to hook him. Should I continue, or should I ask him first? I was once just an ordinary martial artist, thrown into a mass grave because I was beaten half to death. After lying severely wounded for 7 days and nights, I found this iron sword next to a corpse. But the moment I touched it, I was shrouded by a powerful consciousness. And at that moment, I knew that this sword was sentient. The supreme martial arts I've cultivated and the rare secrets I've explored were all given to me by this sword. He is not only my benefactor, but also my teacher. It was because of him that I was able to rise in the upper realm like a cloud in the sky. I am connected with him with my soul. So, he should be aware, in the face of absolute strength, all tricks are useless. So, you can be at ease. I understand. I was too much on edge before. Brother Dugu, if you are worried, let me try first. Come on. Do it now. Okay. The moon-breaking flame bow is very powerful. I hope this doesn't accidentally injure Luo Qianqing as well. But since he insisted on doing so, and I had no choice but to listen. Ha. Die. This. No matter what scheme you have, since you have already come, just die here. Arg. How could this be? Kid, don't be afraid. It's only the 6th level of Law of Fire's explosive orb. I can still help you withstand it. All right. But having said that, if that kid is using such a method, could it be possible that he is not afraid of this explosion? This is. What is it? What's going on? It's okay. He's just an unusual man. Kill him immediately. Understood. What kind of sword is this? It's so powerful. If I were to be cut by it, I would be dead for sure. This is not good. I have to retreat first. Nan. Hook him back. Okay. Damn it. I am falling. Watch out. He's trying to pull you down with him. This guy is unforgivable. I got you. Brother Dugu. I'll save you. Pew pew pew. I'll do it this time. I must hook Luo Qianqing's back and I can't let the opponent hit the hook again. I must pull Brother Dugu up. Pew pew pew. This sword light. 8 tunes flying smoke. What kind of movement technique is that? That was so close. I almost got cut. Although the 8 tunes flying smoke wasn't very effective against that sword, it is a good thing that I was able to barely dodge that strike. Oh no, my hook is off. Let's take out another hook and save Brother Dugu. Now that the flames are so big, you can't see anything clearly. It's over. You hooked the wrong person. Where's Big Brother? I'm not reconciled. Take me up. I want to talk to him. All right. The power within the river of energy came from the heavens. He should have been completely defeated. An edge. Ugh. This guy can still get up like this? No way. How? Is that even possible? That sword is so familiar. This person must be Dugu Jian Xiao Xiao. During the First War, he came out of nowhere and defeated many supreme talents with a dark iron sword and stole a lot of Ji Luoshua's limelight. It is a pity that he isn't from a famous family. Because of that reason, he hasn't been able to compete against other supreme talents from the 4 great families. I recognize him too. He defeated a supreme talent of our myriad Buddha Saint domain back then. Brat. You win this time. But you winning against me was just because of pure luck. It has nothing to do with strength. You won't so lucky next time. Ha 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 ha. Even though I have a divine tier body, I'd definitely die due to the erosion if I fell into the river of energy. This man seems to have a powerful force protecting him. And this power can even go against the heavenly Tao to a certain extent. Could that sword be the reason for that? I hope you go on smoothly because we'll meet again, sooner or later. At that time, I'll defeat you myself. Fair and square. Big Brother has fallen. We must kill the culprit and avenge Brother Dugu. That's right. He's all alone now. All alone. Such a large bunch of dream lights. It's a pity that Dugu Jian Xiao Xiao accidentally fell into the river of energy and was not killed by someone. In this situation, if we rush to absorb it, I am afraid that we will die. Now is not the time to be concerned about this spot of light. Luo Tianqing is still on the other side. I wonder if Brother Tianqing can hold on at the other side within this law of darkness? The biggest threat is already gone. I'll cover for you. Go and hook everyone over. This time as well, it's all thanks to Luo Tianqing. We'd have been wiped out if he hadn't been able to get rid of Dugu Jin Xiaoxiao. This hall of cause and effect is so dangerous. It turned out to be a battle between people. What are you looking at me for all of a sudden? I'm just thinking. Dugu Jin Xiaoxiao is the only supreme talent among the independent warriors. He must be very unhappy to have fallen like this. I'm sure he'll be looking for you to take back a city's worth of dream points afterwards. It's nothing to be worried about. I've already messed with one supreme talent, Ji Luoxue. There's no harm in having another one as well. Haha, but these dream points are wasted. If you want to, you can go down to absorb it, and I will hook you up. I can hit a butterfly flying 10 miles away with pinpoint accuracy and punctuality, and it can never go wrong. All right. I believe you. Right now. Thank you. No need for thanks. You deserve it. None of us would have passed this hall without you. That's great. I absorbed tens of millions of dream points from Dugu Jin Xiaoxiao, and I am ranked 23rd in this great world. And my ranking in the entire dream battlefield has also reached the 130th place. Let's go to the next hall of cause and effect. All right. 3 Purities Realm, Pure Jade Holy Land, Pure Spirit Martial Hall. Don't get distracted. You can't stop even for a single moment. If you're lazy, you'll be expelled from this place and sent into the mines to dig. Even with chores such as supplying the true essence, one could barely get a footing in the Pure Jade Holy Land. Previously, Uncle Hai of the Pure Jade Holy Land plotted against us Ascended Ones under the guise of recruiting female disciples. Fortunately, the prestigious master of the 9 palaces in the Holy Land came to rescue us, and we were saved from that misfortune. The master of the 9 palaces is a decent person. Knowing that we were in a difficult situation, the master didn't send us out to mine after rescuing us. But instead, let us provide true essence for the divine mark that creates the dream space for Pure Spirit Martial Hall, which can be regarded as doing things for Pure Jade Holy Land. It's a pity that the master of 9 Palace is so busy. As soon as he left, the people who were sent to supervise our supply of true essence began to dominate us again. Alas. Although we were exempted from mining, I don't know how long we will have to absorb and supply the true essence all day long. Our strength is meager, but I don't know if I am qualified to enter this Pure Spirit Martial Hall. It's better to provide true essence here than to mine or get humiliated by people. He jumped from 90 to 130 in no time. He's almost in the top 100. Luo Zhang? Could the Luo Zhang they are talking about be my husband? Or is it just someone else with the same name? With hundreds of billions of people in the upper realm, it's normal to have the same name. You don't even know Luo Zhang? He is the one who keep using the thunderous roar order infinitely in the realm. He used it to tell the story of Legend of You Girl and Su San's killing of the Snake Immortal. He is also the person who killed Heavenly Venerates with the help of Immortal Mansion. So, he has been in the limelight lately. Thunderous Roar Order, Stories, Immortal Mansion. It must be him. Sister Dai, what's up with you? I just heard the ranking of the man named Luo Zhang. He's at the 130th place in Fantasy Battlefield, and with his words. You should be able to enter Pure Spirit Martial Hall to train. What are you talking about? Aren't you someone who just ascended recently? A character like Luo Zhang, not to mention this Pure Jade Holy Land, even the famous 13 palaces wouldn't be fit to accommodate him. Now that he has achieved such a high ranking, I'm afraid he can already be considered a supreme talent from our Human Dao Alliance. Is that so? That's great. Sister Dai, why are you so happy? Do you happen to know this man? Did you forget what I told you? I ascended to find my husband. My husband ascended 7 years ago. His name is Luo Zhang. If I'm guessing it right, he's the one at the top of the pyramid. It's just a coincidence, isn't it? There are quite a few martial artists in the universe with the same name. The story of Su San's killing of the Snake Immortal was spread only in the central region. It's about Su San, who meets the Snake Immortal at Thorn Mountain and falls in love with her. But then the Snake Immortal became a threat to the world, and eventually Su San had to kill him. This story goes something like that, right? Indeed, it does go like that. Surprisingly, that guy is as unpredictable as ever. But why did Luo Jing use the thunderous roar order to tell stories in the Great Realm? I heard that thing is worth millions of real jade. He was telling the stories to a mysterious girl. Though I am not sure where that mysterious girl is from. Even the entire world is not sure about her identity. But she promised Luo Jing to help him find his sister in exchange for telling a story that fits her. His sister? Is it Luo Yin? The one that hasn't been found yet. That's right. That's Luo Yin. I can't believe that it's really her husband. It's a bit enviable. Let me see who are the geniuses that are competing with my husband. 11 Yuqin 164. How is that possible? How did she get so strong? I don't believe it. Is it also someone else with the same name? Although she has the purple passive body, when she was in the middle domain, she was only at the cultivation base of the God Land realm, which was 2 great realms away from me. And if she didn't rely on her own bloodline, her strength would have still been a mess. Later I heard that she escaped to the purple realm. Only a few years have passed after that and she has already stepped into the Divine Sea realm? And her strength is almost the same as Luo Jing? Am I the only one who's in the worst situation? How did this happen? Human race main city Luo Jing doesn't seem to be in this main city either. Forget it, let me just kill everyone. Pew pew pew. I have already been to so many major cities. Where could Luo Jing be? The 4th hall of cause and effect. What is this? This is a creature of the law, a lava giant born in the midst of the law. It contains the laws of earth and fire. Such a huge lava giant. I'm afraid it needs to be born within the 6th layer of the flame origin law. So what's the next step? We were going to ask you the same thing. You're the boss now. Look at this. What is it? Pew pew pew. Hee hee. This little thing is quite cute. What the hell is this? Help me. Ouch. This flame. Everyone, spread out. I'll help him. Pew pew pew. Is the power of the law ineffective? This is the only other way that I can give a try. Luo Tianqing. You. So that's it. It looks like it will keep tracking you if you manage to get the kitten's attention. But only until they fall or leave the hall. And this flame kitten should be a pure flame power born from the 7th layer of the flame law. In other words, the power of the fire law contained in this magma lake is at least at the 7th layer. The 7th layer of the law of flame. No wonder these kittens put so much pressure on me. It seems that I guessed wrong before. Originally thought it was about 6 levels. No matter which layer it is, the question is how do we pass it? That's true, there are no bridges, ropes, or hooks around or in this magma lake. Are there any other tools that can be used? And this is not a type of magma that can be passed as easily. The power of the fire law contained in the magma lake is far from what a Divine Sea realm martial artist can resist. Could it be possible that maybe the path through this lava lake lies within the lava giant? Coincidentally, I thought of that as well. But how do we convince this guy to send us over? I don't know, but maybe the key is to attract that guy's attention. Let me try and lure it over here. Allow me. Useless. How can we do this? Let me try it too. Your stone. For the lava giant is just a little pebble. What will it even do? Let me just hit it. Hee hee. Oh no. Is it gonna chase me as well? I'm just tagged along for the ride. Samyamo, where did you get that stone? From? Zez, TL, wait a minute. I think I found something. I don't think this lava giant was alerted by Tsammo's stone. Pew pew pew. I understand. These flame kittens should be the food source for the lava giant. It feeds on these little things. In other words, the only way to attract that lava giant's attention is with these flame kittens? That's right. It's time to catch as many of these flaming kittens as possible without disturbing it. But how are we going to catch a creature of law that looks like a kitten? I can give it a try. World Tree is omnipotent, it can be burned, and it can frost as well. Frost Cage. This piece of wood in my body is comparable to a supreme divine artifact. It was stored in my body by the G family at birth to help me grow, and it can integrate the power of any law I practice. It is said that World Tree was born in the world of gods and the G family acquired it by chance. My family intended to remove this from my body when I became an adult, but this wood has a spirit that resisted leaving and seemed to have a special connection with my consciousness. However, another scene of lightning was seen while trying to remove it with force, so I finally gave up. If we use ice to overpower the fire, we can trap the kitten in it, but who will lead the flame kitten over? I'll do it. Go. Come. Cloud chasing movement technique. Come towards my direction. Right now. Let me help. Hey, we finally did it, but it's so pitiful to see it like this. The next step is to use the flame kitten to lure the lava giant over. Leave it to me. Kitty, I will just borrow you for a second. If I can't lure the lava giant over here, I'll put you back in the lava lake. Stretch. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. Quickly, get back. The power of that palm just now was even more powerful than when I activated all of the dragon scales at once. Go. You only get one chance. Jump up on his arm. Can we really do it? Pew pew pew. It looks like you can barely stand on it. But let's give it a try. All right. Not good. It's trying to slap us off of itself. Jump. Come on, we have to keep moving. Everyone jump on the top of its head with me. Don't let it swallow you. Meow, don't be scared. With me here, there is no way I am letting this big guy eat you. Pew pew pew. Alas, another one has fallen. There are only 6 of us left, and our number keeps on decreasing. What should we do now? It can still shake us off. And I don't think that is the way to go. Let me think, that's right. We stretched out the world tree as far as we could, just like while fishing. And put the kitten out to get this big guy's attention. I understand. It's like a cart driver dangling carrots in front of the donkey to get it moving. The donkey tries to eat the carrot, but it never gets a bite. So, it just keeps on moving ahead and pulls the cart forward. That's a great idea. Pew pew pew. I never thought we'd make it this far by complete accident. Yeah, this giant is really stupid. It's just the kitten that's going to have to suffer. If we keep going forward at this pace, we'll probably reach the other side in no time. Am I just not sure if crossing this lava lake is considered as passing the 4th causal hall? Look. What's going on? What's with this situation? There are other lava giants. It's not surprising that there are other lava giants, but why did this giant catch another attention? That lava giant must have seen the flame kitten as well. We've got to pull it back quickly. Quick. Get down. What do we do now? If these 2 guys start to fight for real, we're all finished. We'll just have to hold on tight for now. It's over. We're all going to fall into the lava. Pew pew pew. Be careful. The power of 20,000 dragon scales. Phew. Almost thought I fell. Get off the top and move to the back of your head. Gee Nan, give me the world tree. Aw. Grab the world tree. So close. It's finally over. Get the giant moving before the other giant gets up. I have learned my lesson this time and made some cover outside the frost cage so that only the lava giant we are riding on can see the kitten. Look, we're almost there. Great, we're finally here. What's that sound? Not good. The giant from earlier is catching up again. How can this be? We're almost there as well. Quiet. No, we'll just jump ashore from here. It's not possible. The distance is over 600 feet. Flying is prohibited. And we can't jump over. Samyamo, can you jump over there? You demons use physical body arts and explosive gang energy. I can only jump a little farther than most people. I can't jump that far. If it was 300 feet, would you all be able to jump over it? I can. More or less. At my full strength. It's not a problem. But why are you asking us this? There's no time to explain. You guys jump to the left in a while. The power of the dragon scales, all open. He actually jumped right over it. He is insane. Such a long distance. He really jumped over it. I knew that he had the strength from the beginning, but he just bolted. In this case, he will just pass alone and we will all be left behind. What is Luo Tianqing doing? Alas. Although Luo Zhang helped us a lot. But at the very least, we all traveled together. I didn't expect to get abandoned at the last moment. What do you think that is? This seems to be the mountain that Luo Tianqing was playing with earlier. How can it become so big? Jump. Coming. Pew pew pew. Let's move as well. All right. Meow. Don't worry, we'll be out of here in no time. Jump quickly, or it will be too late. Pew pew pew. Come on, let's go to the top of the mountain. Okay. Thank you for your help, you can go now. All right, let's go. Meow meow. You want to come with me? Meow. But this dream battlefield was originally a realm of illusion. I'm afraid I can't take you out of the dream battlefield. But if it's within the Hall of Cause and Effect, it should be fine, right? Strange. The power of fire law within this guy is very powerful, but when I hold him in my hands it doesn't burn at all. It's just warm. This little guy. He's really planning on following you. It's not surprising. After all, the kittens in this lava lake are food for the lava giants and they have to survive in such a harsh environment. I'll take care of you for a while, then. How about I call you Xiaohua? Meow. It's a fire bee. Oh my god. I told you the fourth Hall of Cause and Effect wouldn't be so easy to get through. It's the reward. Although I didn't get as much as before, 8 million dream points should definitely be enough to raise my rankings. Pew pew pew. What kind of place is this? As desolate as it is, can it still be considered a hall? This is the last test. Don't take it lightly. I'm afraid the difficulty of this hall is much higher than the ones before. Let's go in through the middle of these two columns. What was that sound? It sounded like a door. Here. There's a door now. Wow. This place is really strange. Even the doors are like ghosts. Now that the door is closed, let's just move on. You probably don't plan on quitting, right? That's right. Pew pew pew. There are 6 channels? Does that mean the 6 of us have to take the path separately? Isn't this Hall of Cause and Effect supposed to be a division of labor? Jinan. Jin Hai. Samyamo Huan Ling. NSI. Luo Zhang. Luo Zhang? Is that you, Luo Tianqing? You. I had already said that Luo Tianqing was definitely a fake name, but I had no idea that Luo Tianqing was an alias for the famous Luo Zhang. So, you're actually Luo Zhang. I've been listening to your stories for the past few years of my training. And I almost went off the rails because of them. Haha. No wonder you are so strong. But I still find it a little strange. What is this immortal mansion that you possess which could even trap and kill for heavenly venerates? It's all trivial matters of the past. The most important thing at hand is to get through the Hall of Cause and Effect. Let's not focus on me. We just stop to gossip for a bit. We can still distinguish the priority of the matter at hand. So, go through the little door. That's right. The little skulls did not follow through. It seems like this place is a soul space. But why does this 5th Hall of Cause and Effect seem a little more ordinary? There seems to be a powerful soul within this flame. Is this the test? What a powerful coercion. That's strange. Was my soul dragged into this cold world of ice? What is that sound of bell? What a strong power of ice law. It can actually freeze the surface of my soul. I can barely think anymore. Fortunately, this is only the sentiment of the soul's release. It's nothing but an illusion. Your soul seems pretty strong. It's still coming? I guess I'll just have to make the first move. There is something familiar about her. It's the 8 tunes flying smoke. Since that is the case, let me use it as well. 8 tunes flying smoke. Strange. How do you know the fluttering stance? Where did you learn that technique? You tell me first. Who are you? This is the Emperor's hallway, and I am the mark of a true god. The mark of a true god? This is your test. Even though I'm only a mark, I will still test your soul. Pew pew pew. Again. This woman should have crossed the heavenly Tao and left part of her memory as a mark after achieving the true god realm. But even if it's just a mark, her strength is nothing to scoff at. There are very few people who have crossed the heavenly Tao in the entire universe and achieved the state of true God, and very few forces possess the actual method of crossing the heavenly Tao. Martial artists who are truly qualified to cultivate this method are even rarer. Not even the heavenly venerates might be qualified. Such people were called Daozi. They are an existence beyond supreme talents in the universe. And the most important sign of becoming a Daozi is the full blooming of the Mahayama lotus. Before, I heard Jinan say that the reason why the dream battlefield is valued so highly is because all the major forces are screening the supreme talents to find out who can practice the method to become true gods. Then they consider them as Daozi and train them to cross the heavenly Tao and become true gods. After the opening of this round of the Great World, many geniuses showed an explosive growth. The realm with the most concentrated amount of geniuses was the Divine Sea realm, which is why the Dream Battlefield only selects the Divine Sea realm martial artist. The Ji Luoxiue I encountered before is the most likely a candidate to become a Daozi among the Ji family's supreme talents. And what the Ji family possesses is the 5 elements divine path. 1,400 warriors have passed through my test before, but none of them fit my divine Tao. Your divine Tao? What is a divine Tao? With ice as my face, I was imprisoned in the glacier for 100,000 years, and I eventually comprehended the snow-sealed divine path and was granted the Xian Bing divine form. My name, Yuhan. I've never heard of that name. I'm afraid that this woman is neither from this period of time, nor from this universe. However, the young man who took Luo Yin away in the first place is also an existence that transcends the heavenly Tao. So, maybe I can ask her about it. Oh, see so. Where will one go after transcending the heavenly path and breaking through the realm of true God? God domain. Endless God domain. God domain. Could that be the place where Luo Yin was taken? It's cold. This cold can seal up your soul from the inside out. I have no form of resistance. But with the strength of my soul, the ice and snow can't stop me. Alas! You are not fit for my snow-sealed divine Tao. Pew pew pew. This first mural shows the birth of a baby girl, the month of January when snow filled the day and an eclipse was seen in the sky. In the second mural, the baby girl is grown up and has entered the world of martial arts. I see this mural is a record of the past of that true god called Yuhan. But she had quite a rough experience, having only opened a single lotus leaf of the Hinayama lotus when she entered the limbo realm. But every time she passed through a heavenly tribulation, she, very steadily, opened one more lotus leaf at a time and eventually achieved the state of Daozi. My lotus opened rather very quickly, and only the last lotus petal of the Mahayana lotus was left during my first minor tribulation. But after surviving that round of heavenly tribulation, the final petal never bloomed. Hopefully, one day, it will bloom. Too bad Ning Yudi didn't have the chance to enter here. She excelled in the ice cultivation method. Although the probability is very low, but she may have been compatible with this snow-sealed divine Tao. This flame holds another seal of the true God. And there seems to be an extremely domineering will within this seal. Kill. Ha 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 ha. The momentum of tens of thousands of warriors, but not so alone, this person is the mark of the true God in the second lamp. You. Why aren't you lying down yet? This guy roared and even my soul trembled. What a massive amount of pressure. I haven't had my legs cut off. So, naturally, I won't lie down. If you are unwilling to lie down, then kneel before me. Ugh. Obviously, that blade didn't slash towards me, but this soul pressure. Get on your knees and bow down to me. I am Luo Zhang. Do not kneel to the heavens or to the ground. I have no guilt in my life, so why would I kneel to you? If you won't kneel, then just die. This is just the body of the soul. The entity of the sword is not as important as the momentum. Divine go sword. Then come again. Divine go sword. How is that possible? Since the opening of the Emperor's hallway, no one has been able to fight me while using multiple moves. Moreover, the momentum contained within this kid's sword intent is not much weaker than my own. He's just a kid from the Divine Sea realm. How is he able to fight me with a single sword move? What kind of sword technique are you practicing? Do you want to know? I can teach you if you want to learn. Good, good. You're even more crazier than I was back then. However, I don't believe that you can beat me. The sword is the tyrant, and my life's pursuit is the tyrant's power. I entered the way with my sword, and I am the only one who can honor the way. And get the Vajra Divine Tao. My name, Mo Chen. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. You are not fit for my Divine Tao. You already have your own Divine Tao, but the Divine Tao you are cultivating is destined to be nothing more than a bamboo basket. Why is that? If I'm not mistaken, you are practicing the emotion-severing Divine Tao. Severing emotions is also a kind of Divine Tao? Of course, the emotion-severing Divine Tao is an extremely powerful Tao, but at the same time, it is also a forbidden Tao. If you really succeed in cultivating this Tao, you will draw the wrath of the gods upon you, and that is really not desirable. Is that so? Thank you for the advice, then. That's all. You may leave. It seems that this guy is a fateless person who is practicing the emotion-severing divine Tao. No, he is not really a fateless person. His fate should have been concealed by someone with great divine ability. Someone that wants to steal the sky and change the day. If someone really did this, what is their goal? This Imo-chan was a really different kind of person. His fate was extremely rocky. He was rejected by the demon tribe, and then he returned to the demon tribe because the tribe was faced with a huge crisis. Moreover, he actually defended an isolated city all alone, and for a full 3 years at that. It's no coincidence that this man went on to become a god. Others who have achieved success might have relied on luck, but this person's luck was extremely bad from the beginning. And yet, he was able to get such an achievement. One can do nothing but respect him. This flame. There seems to be a familiar feeling coming from it. This is the Slaughter Sword Mountain? Impossible. I was here once when I comprehended the perfect sword intent. No, this isn't the real Slaughter Sword Mountain. It should just be an illusion created by the mark of the true God using his own indelible memories. However, when it comes to people who have an indelible mark on the Slaughter Sword Mountain, it's Aegean Heavenly Venerate asterisk. It is said that this Heavenly Venerate disappeared. But since his destiny hasn't dissipated, I am afraid he hasn't fallen yet. Seeing the Slaughter Sword Mountain here, does this mean he has become a true god? But it's too early to say anything. Let's go up there and take a look first. It's just a mysterious weapon. Let's use it for now. There is neither the long sword that I encountered before, nor the long sword that I threw myself. This should have been the scene of Slaughter Sword Mountain from a long time ago. Technically speaking, emotion-severing divine Tao is also a type of sword Tao. As long as one cultivates a method to the extreme, transcending the boundaries of this heavenly Tao, he can step into the divine way. But why is emotion-severing divine Tao regarded as forbidden Tao? 2-foot divine sword of Aegean Heavenly Venerate. Seeing the 2-foot divine sword, it can be confirmed that this is Aegean Heavenly Venerate himself. But if he has appeared here, should I be calling him True God Aegean? What should I call him? Pew pew pew. Although there are no supreme divine artifacts on this Slaughter Sword Mountain, there are still 1 or 2 first-grade artifacts which are enough for me to use. Divine Sword Technique. What's your name? I'm Luo Zhang. Do you know who I am? Aegean Heavenly Venerate. Aegean Heavenly Venerate is just a title. My name is Chen Huang Aegean, and I use my sword to prove my way into the emotion-severing divine Tao. You seem to have walked the way of my sword? Yes, Senior Aegean. Very good. Then I'll give you a test. This blue-on sword intent is 1,000 times more pure than what I comprehended. It's the ultimate sword intent. Pew pew pew. I get it. He's not using his sword to fight me. It's because my sword intent is not pure enough, and I need to keep using my sword to temper the sword intent until I can truly fight against his sword. 10 swords. 1,000 swords. 100 swords. 10,000 swords. You've comprehended the sword 1,000,000 times and can already stop it. All right. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed that someone could really peek through the poem I left behind. It's just a coincidence. No, it's not. The number of luck can also be fixed. Moreover, someone is pushing you from behind. Pushing me from behind? I don't know who it is or what his plans are, but that person is responsible for fixing your luck number. Does he mean that someone is arranging my destiny from behind the scenes? This is too. I just mentioned it casually and I don't really care about it. I'm more concerned about your lotus leaves. How many have you opened? Hinayana lotus 9 leaves. Mahayana lotus 26 leaves. But have you ever studied under a teacher? That's right. 35 leaves of the divine sea are open. It won't take long for you to become a Daozi. Not bad, not bad. Yes, I have a teacher. I see. So, are you aware of the fact that emotion-severing divine Tao is forbidden? I found that out just recently. Then do you know why emotion-severing divine Tao is forbidden? I don't know. So, you don't know. Your divine sword technique is nearing completion, but there is still one flaw. Do you know what that flaw is? Senior Aegean, could you please explain? If you want to know the answer, go to the Sword Manor. There, you will be able to solve the doubts in your heart. Sword Manor. The Sword Manor is somewhat of a unique force. Having started out as a group of independent sword cultivators gathered together, they moved on to becoming the holy ground for those on the road of Sword Tao, and gradually evolved into a massive force. It is said that the main body of Slaughter Sword Mountain is in the Sword Manor. Pew pew pew. That's all I can do. Just go. Eh? Psi 3000 divine Daos, only one is forbidden, and that is severing emotions. Since it costs so much to even conceal this child's destiny, why must he cultivate the way of emotion severing divine Tao? That person, what does he want to do? So, this is the story of Chen Huang Yijian. He first joined Sword Manor in order to temper his swordsmanship. Then he became the master of Slaughter Sword Mountain, and there are even records of battles in the Orange Sea realm. Let's keep moving forward. It seems that these are the flames of other gods. But since I have already chosen emotion-severing divine Tao, I don't need to try these flames again. It looks like each person can only encounter 10 torches, which is 10 marks of the true God. Does that mean this last hall is for the participants to have 10 chances to choose or understand the Tao that suits them? You guys passed so quickly. This 5th hall of cause and effect is easy to pass through. I've been enlightened by ancient Buddha of Burning Lantern and have attained an immortal body. I was lucky enough to meet the legendary Lord Fei Chen. Ha ha ha. All of you passed? This 5th hall of cause and effect is so easy. I just got sucked into the illusion by some flames, and then I ran and ran and ran within it, and soon they were all gone. Then, didn't you perfectly miss the point of all the marks of the true God? What is the mark of the true God? You deserve it. This should be the final reward, right? What is it going to be? This can actually copy things from the dream battlefield and turn it into reality. This is the real reward. My Buddha Sun Blade was originally issued to us temporarily by the Myriad Buddha Saint Domain in order to raise the rankings of the younger generation. Now I can make a copy of the Buddha Sun Blade and keep it for myself. I remember you said that there is a piece of world tree in your body, right? That thing is a product of the heavenly Tao. If you can replicate one, I think it would be a great opportunity. Indeed, that would be nice. But I want to take this kitten. You're out of your mind. Perhaps to me, the G family never lacked rare treasures. Even if it was above the realm of heaven. I'd rather save this kitten than have that. What should I copy? Although I carry a lot of treasures with me, no matter whether it is a weapon or a pill, I don't particularly want another one. Wait, it doesn't seem like it's limited to what you are carrying with you. It would be nice to replicate one of the treasures you get from Dream Battlefield. Such as this teleportation command. However, this is a special item from the Dream Battlefield, and I don't know if it can be replicated successfully. If it fails, it might be a wasted opportunity, but let's give it a try. It worked. With this, I'll be able to leave the Immortal Mansion and go anywhere else at will without ever being bothered by a lot of heavenly venerates surrounding me. Hey, what is that thing you're copying over there? We've got it all worked out. It's nothing. So mysterious. After leaving the Karma Hall, will you return back to city where you were originally at? No, the exit of the Hall of Cause and Effect is a fixed main city, and all the martial artists who enter the Hall of Cause and Effect will end up concentrated in that main city in this way. That main city, this is the original intent of the Dream Battlefield. Martial artists who could enter the Hall of Cause and Effect, they are basically the top existences in this realm. And by setting the exit in one place, they would clash even more intensely with each other. Then, let's go out. Luo Zhang, I have a request. Don't lay a hand on any of us. Good idea. Haha, naturally. We're already friends after all. Pew pew pew. They're out, they're out. Another team has broken through the Hall of Cause and Effect. This team is only a mid-tier group. And it doesn't even look like there is a supreme talent among them. It's still better than us ordinary martial artists who were forcibly assigned here. Now that many martial artists who passed the Hall of Cause and Effect are fighting outside the Man City, we don't even dare to leave the city. What do you all have in mind? I need to find a secluded area here for some enlightenment, and then I'll leave the city when I'm done. I'm the same. I need to practice how to use the hidden weapons. I have to go somewhere now. So, why don't we all just disperse? All right. Well, what a coincidence. If it isn't Huan Ling. Ming Dao. Ming Dao, it's you. Geez. I didn't think you'd pass through the Hall of Cause and Effect as well. What treasure did you replicate? Let me find it. You. Stop. She got the treasure herself. You have no right to rob her, let alone lay your hands on her. That's right. Oh? You're the guys who made it through the Hall of Cause and Effect with Huan Ling, right? What, you guys? Want to help Huan Ling out? It's not us. It's just me. I'm pissed off because of your behavior and want to teach you a lesson. If you dare to leave this city, I'll kill you. Kill me? Ha 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 ha. Do you have any idea who I am? Who are you still? I won't bother you guys. I'll just deal with him. Ming Dao is the supreme talent of my Demon Knight clan. His strength is unfathomable, and he is the son of the swaying heavenly venerate. I'm from the Holy Spear faction. It's not unusual for him to have a problem with me. Son of the swaying heavenly venerate? Holy Spear faction? I heard Sun say that there are 6 factions of the Demon Knight clan, all of which are the oldest groups of the Demon Knight clan. Normally, one king will rule 2 factions. But after Sun disappeared, the original balance was broken. They hold the bloodline of the ancient Demon Knight tribe, and the candidates for the 3 kings and the Elder Assembly are born from these 6 factions. As for the 2 factions under Sun's command, one faction fell towards Yao's side, while the Holy Lance faction, another faction, was directly purged by Yao because they swore to follow Sun to the death. If you are from the Holy Spear faction, you should know my name. Why didn't you mention it before? For me, you are the last hope of our race. I don't want you to stray from your path because of my trivial issues. So I hope you don't get involved in the disputes of the Demon Knight clan until the day you are strong enough. Until you can overturn everything, whether you are my friend now or a member of the Holy Spear faction, I will definitely help you. Trust me, I can beat him. So you're the son of the swaying heavenly venerate? Haha. Now you know. But it's too late to regret now. Kneel down before me and let me kill you 3 times. Maybe I will consider letting you go. Haha, you keep bragging about who you are, so do you want to know who I am? Do I need to know who a nobody like you is? My identity is definitely a surprise for you. Come to the city gates and I'll tell you. Pew pew pew. Sure enough, these little skeletons are at it again. That's it, I will just bring them to the fight. What the hell is this? You don't need to know what this little skeleton is. All you need to know is that I pitted and killed your father, and now I don't care if I torture and kill his son a few more times. You. So you're Luo Zhang. Yes, I am Luo Zhang. I never thought I'd run into my father's enemy in the dream battlefield. It's just a shame that this is just a dream battlefield and I can't really kill you off. That person turned out to be Luo Zhang, the one that killed the swaying heavenly venerate. Now, there's going to be a good show. He used that immortal palace to trap and kill the heavenly venerate in the first place. But what we didn't know is, how strong is he really? I see that you are very confident. But blind confidence is plain stupidity. This 2-pointed long spear is actually a black and white long spears twisted together. Why does this weapon look so familiar? What is this thing? Be careful. That is the Holy Spear of Slaughter of the Demon Knight clan. It is also Sun's weapon. The Holy Spear of Slaughter, that is the strongest weapon of the Demon Knight clan. It has been handed down from the ancient Demon Knight clan and ranks in the top 10 of the Universe Myriad Spirit Monument. It has not fallen in the rankings so far. Moreover, this Holy Spear of Slaughter belongs to the entire Monster Knight clan, and it's reasonable to say that only Sun is qualified to use it. How can such a precious treasure be lent to a supreme talent? That's too reckless. Alas, ever since Yao took the throne, there have been no rules in the Demon Knight clan. And they all have to do what they want. I was planning on using the Holy Spear of Slaughter against those Daozi. I didn't intend to be used it now. You should be honored to have it used against you. That's true. But this spear, it doesn't seem to belong to you, does it? If it's in my hands, it is naturally mine. It's a pity. If I could have got it in the Hall of Cause and Effect, I could have made a copy for Sun. Since you are so shameless as to refer to your clan's sacred spear as your own, I, Luo, have nothing to say. If you have nothing to say, then go to hell. Ha ha ha. 8 tunes flying smoke. This spear is so powerful. Impossible. This spear is actually giving me a heart-throbbing sensations. It seems that the world tree in my body is reminding and warning me that black and white spear probably came from the other 2 sacred trees. Fusang in the east, Ruomu in the west, Jinmu in the north, and Xuanmu in the south. These are the 4 legendary sacred trees. As for Xuanmu and Ruomu, it is slightly easier to find because Ruomu is black and Xuanmu is white. This spear is probably made of 2 pieces of woods from Ruomu and Xuanmu sacred trees entwined with each other. Among them, Fusang has never appeared in this universe, and Jinmu only appeared once with my birth. If that's really the case, the power of this spear might as well transcend the heavens. Be careful. Hayam. This spear. I can't believe that it can destroy the walls of the dream battlefield which contains the heavenly Tao. Back up, back up. These walls are not stable anymore. This spear can actually break the heavenly Tao. That's terrifying. I can't go on like this. If I break the limit of the 8 tunes flying smoke and get hit, it won't be good. Pew pew pew. Just a 3rd grade bow and arrow's divine artifact is nothing more than naive. I thought he had brought some divine artifacts out from the immortal mansion in his hand. So, I was somewhat hesitant. But now, it's just a 1st grade divine artifact longsword and a 3rd grade divine artifact bow and arrow. It is far inferior to the Holy Spear of Slaughter. Twin Slaughter. TSK. Even in my wildest dreams. I couldn't have imagined that the famous Luo Zheng is just a coward who can only retreat and flee when faced against others. Ha ha ha. What's he doing? That time in the Emperor's hallway, I got new insights and understood that the sword art created by Chen Huangyi Jian has more than just one move. On Slaughter Sword Mountain, I fought a million sword moves against Senior Chen Huangyi Jian. I, now, realized that although we were using swords, each slash was an understanding of the way of the sword and about each other. It was more like a game of chess, in this case go, against each other. We use swords instead of chess. Robbing, pulling, tightening, and arranging. Point, long. Stand, block, tie, top. Climb. Each move has a different function. In other words, the so-called divine sword move could be transformed into almost any other sword move. And at the crucial time, using the most appropriate sword moves and launching the most fierce attack, that is the core essentials of the divine sword technique. And now, by pointing the hilt of my sword at the enemy, with the tip of the sword pointed at myself, I am thinking about what step he will make. Humph. Playing tricks. One thought without a turn. Pew pew pew. What going on? All these spear shadows were simply created by him. How did he do it? You, die for me. Twin Slaughter. Reincarnation Thorn. This guy is like a ghost that I can't get rid of. Rendering me powerless. This Luo Zheng is too powerful. Even with the Holy Spear of Slaughter, there is no chance for Ming Dao to fight back. And it seems like Luo Zheng is just trying the sword. He hasn't shown all of his strength yet. Brother Ming Dao seems to be in trouble for the moment. It's just that he is unable to fight back because of his opponent's bizarre movement technique. Let's go out and help Brother Ming Dao right now. Oh no, those guys want to join the fight. They're trying to help Ming Dao, let's go help Luo Zheng as well. Divine Sword Technique. Pew pew pew. Looks like we're not needed at all. Just how much strength is Luo Zheng hiding? You are considered the supreme talent of the Demon Knight clan, but a supreme talent shouldn't be this weak. The reason for that is because you rely too much on this spear, and you can't show your strength. Indeed, I do rely too much on the Holy Spear, but you made a mistake as well. What's the mistake? Your mistake is, you think you've already won. He is. I've heard some say that if the King of Slaughter is unable to defeat his opponent, he will invoke the last move in the Holy Spear and offer themselves to the Holy Spear of Slaughter. It's called One Blood Sacrifice. After invoking, all the meridians of the King of Slaughter will be replaced by Ruomu and Xuanmu, turning them into a killing machine controlled by the Holy Spear of Slaughter. When that happens, within a short period of time he will become an immortal being and his combat power will increase dramatically. At that time, when Sun and Yao were fighting, she thought that there was still room for reversal. So, she did not enshrine herself to the Holy Spear of Slaughter. However, in a blink of an eye, Yao destroyed her body, and the Holy Spear of Slaughter also got separated from her. You won't really die in the dream battlefield. Even if you do, you return to the main city to resurrect after the invoking. So, you didn't hesitate to choose this move. I have to strike first. Hiya. There's no blood? Oh no, it's starting. 8 tunes flying smoke. His speed has reached a level I can't even comprehend anymore. It's beyond the limits of the heavenly Tao. Even the 8 tunes flying smoke can't escape. I have to go back to the main city and think of something. Run for it. Someone's broken into the main city. It's forbidden to fly or fight in the main city, but he can break the rules. HAA. Pew pew pew. As I thought, the only thing that surpassed the heavenly Tao was the holy spear of slaughter and not his physical body. After his physical power got exhausted, it didn't last long. But why are there no dream points light? Moreover, he has obviously returned to the main city and already got resurrected. So, why is the weapon still here? Since Boss Ming Dao is willing to offer himself to the spear, he'll naturally have a way out. You are very strange as well. Oh? I do wonder why. Brother Ming Dao has been granted 3 immunity commands. These 3 immunity commands will allow him to die without losing any dream points. I advise you to hand over Brother Ming Dao's weapon, or he will never let you go. So that's it. That command is probably something he obtained by chance in a corner of the dream battlefield, just like my teleportation command. He will never let me go? This holy spear of slaughter was never his in the first place, so what right does he have to not let me where's my weapon? He took it. Give it back. This holy spear of slaughter wasn't originally yours. So, why should I? In fact, if I can make it to the Hall of Cause and Effect again in time, I can try the reward of copying on the holy spear. After all, it will be a good surprise for Sun. I can't believe that the world-famous Luo Zhang is just a coward who fled into the main city with his tail between his legs and was almost killed by me. If you know what's good for you, give me back my spear and we'll fight again. Returning the spear is naturally impossible. You. And you. You bitch. Come over here. Don't go over there. Don't forget where you are right now. You are just a toy in my chambers. What? How about this? Give me that spear. Let her go. Oh yeah. I forgot. You seem to be good at dancing. Now then, take off your clothes and do a lap dance for everyone to see. Ming Dao. You have to remember your identity. You have no other choice. Your relatives and tribes are all in my hands. Luo Zhang, will you return to the Demon Knight clan with my king? I've been hoping for your return for 6 years to free me from that damned Winter Palace. I'm still young, I still have a chance to become a supreme talent of the Demon Knight clan. I don't want to be a toy in the hands of Ming Dao. My talent is better than him. But I don't know how long I have to wait. Maybe. I can't even wait for that day. So, they are all waiting for me. The plan to help Sun return to the throne is still a mess. Although I've been to the Een Gathering Realm and recruited some of Sun's original subordinates, I've been trapped in the Immortal Mansion for 6 years with no progress. I was thinking about how big of a gap there was between my strength and Yao's strength, and I had to deal with the heavenly venerates in front of me. This matter should have been discussed in the long term. But I just realized that if I delay just one more day, there will be more victims. Right now, I have already got the teleportation command. So, I can leave the Immortal Mansion without any kind of issues and speed up my cultivation to fight for the day when Sun returns to the throne as soon as possible. Trust me. I will. I know. Ming Dao, I have always wanted to tell you. If not for you relying on your father, your talent in martial arts is a waste. Not only in martial arts, but in every way. Even in front of your ladies, you are a complete loser. Ha ha ha. I didn't expect the supreme talent of the Demon Knight clan to be so bad in the eyes of his fellow clansmen. How dare you betray me? I will cast your entire clan into eternal night punishment. And let you experience a torture you'll never forget. I don't care anymore. And neither do my people. The days you have oppressed us has caused us enough pain and torment that we will never forget. Sigh. Fighters of the dream battlefield, listen to me, it's the voice of that mysterious girl who listened to my story earlier. She seems to be in charge of the dream battlefield. What's going on now? The rules will be changed as we count down to the last day of the first phase of the dream battlefield, and the battle restriction along with flying restriction will be lifted in the main city. Please be prepared. What's going on? Why are the restrictions getting lifted so suddenly? Could it be to determine the most powerful group of martial artists in the final stage? Right now, a lot of people are holed up in the main city for their own safety and the points they've earned. If this rule is implemented, the main city won't be a safe haven and the strong will reap the points of the weak. Wouldn't that be followed by a big fight? We're going to have to find a wild and remote place to hide. Humph. Those weaklings are always hiding in town, giving us no chance to keep growing our points. Now that the rules have changed, the odds are stacked against us. I was worried about Ming Dao, who has 3 immunity commands. If he stayed hidden in the main city, I wouldn't have been able to do anything about him, but now, the rules have changed. Even God is helping me. Ming Dao, the restrictions in the main city is about to get lifted. Even with 3 immunity commands, you will have all your dream points taken away by me. Are you ready for the punishment? Wait a minute. I, hereby, announce that the new rules are now in effect. Kill. The main city can't protect me anymore. And I don't stand a chance without the holy spear of slaughter. I have to find a way to escape. You want to run? Keep dreaming. Huanling, Jinan, you guys protect yourselves. I am going to chase after Ming Dao. All right. Should I kill you 2 times? Or 5 times? Or 7, 8, 9, 10 times? You don't go too far. I have already reached the 4th place in the Great Realm and top 100 in the Dream Battlefield. I can't let him take all my previous achievements. Crane Spear, Dance of Blood Crane. This time, I want to give it a try. This holy spear of slaughter seems to be alive. It seems like there is a massive will connected to me. As if it is trying to claim something, just like me. This holy spear of slaughter was owned by the kings of the Demon Knight clan from past generations and requires the power of faith to exert its to full strength. But since I don't have it now, I wonder if I can stimulate it with primordial chaos chi. Pew pew pew. What happened to that spear? Can I not use chaos chi? Let me try again. Good enough. Hiya. This is impossible. You're obviously only using it for the first time. Why is the spear 100 times more powerful than when it was with me? Nothing's impossible. Go to hell. Ha. As long as I hold the position of the resurrection point, you will only be completely looted. Pew pew pew. Well, from now on, you have no immunity commands. First time. Second time. 7th time. 8th time. 9th time. 10th time. You don't have any more dream points anyway, so get out of here. I won't let you go. Are you feeling better? Even if it is the punishment of eternal night, I will bear it. And I will try to live. Still want to see that day. That day, it won't be too long. I just absorbed a lot of dream light points from Ming Dao. What is my current ranking? I am now at the 77th place. I made it to the top 100. Nearby one of the main cities in the Dream Battlefield, the rules of the Dream Battlefield have been changed. The battle restriction and the air restriction in the main city has been lifted. I had been waiting at the gate for so long, but none of them came out. So, I wanted to leave, but suddenly, the rules changed. But this is also good, whether you are inside or outside the city, I can just catch them all in one go. I have almost turned the main city inside out and passed the Hall of Cause and Effect, but there is still no sign of Luo Zhang. How could this be? Luo Zhang ranks 77. Oh my god, I see it. Luo Zhang is at the 77th position. Great. I made it into the 64th position as well. I think we'll see each other soon. Purple Extreme Realm Little Junior Sister has entered the top 100. The top 100 are all supreme talents from all the major clans. Little Junior Sister has lived up to expectations. Hadn't Little Junior Sister been looking for the man she'd been talking about? I wonder if she will be able to see him this time. I'm afraid it's already hard enough. I think that man is just an ordinary ascender from the lower realm, and he'll be eliminated soon. Far less talented than our younger sister. Yuqin is a woman of great pride. How can the man she loves get eliminated? The man that Yuqin misses is named Luo Zhang. Sister Yuan eliminated? Luo Zhang? I remember. It's the guy who told the stories in the Great Realm. I've heard that guy killed 4 heavenly venerates and uses the thunderous roar token like it's free. Right. And he has also got the immortal mansion. So, the person little sister has her eye on is him. Look. That Luo Zhang has reached the 77th position and is in the top 100 just like little sister. That's actually incredible. Really enviable. Pure Jade Holy Land Dream Space Hall. Luo Zhang ranks 77. 11 Yujin ranks 64. Luo Zhang is in the top 100, that's a really good thing. But it's just that 11 Yuqin is also. Which major powerhouse is 11 Yuqin in? How come she is standing in the 60th percentile? This 11 Yuqin seems to be very strange as well, but I've heard that this woman has a bit of a history too. She seems to be from the purple extreme realm. Is this purple extreme yin body really so powerful that she can surpass Luo Zhang? Pew pew pew. You, what do you want? As I said, you are not allowed to get distracted, let alone make any kind of noise. But you have committed the same offense again and again. This whip is only a warning. But if there is a next time, it will not just be this whip. I'm just talking to myself. It doesn't affect the infusion of genuine energy. Not to mention the fact that other people are talking too. You. Why are you targeting me? Other people? You are just an ascender from the lower realms. What qualifications do you have to compare yourself to others? You are so cheap. Arg. Who is it? Why did you hurt me? Master of the 9 Palaces. It's the Master of 9 Palaces. Greetings, Master of the 9 Palaces. The reason for hurting you is so that you can remember and know some manners. Don't embarrass the pure jade holy land. This must be Miss Ning? Eh? I'm Ning Yudi. Could Miss Ning please come with me? Miss Ning's words are too much. So, I won't talk about it again. But I still have to infuse genuine energy here. This person's cultivation is completely hidden, but he doesn't seem to have malicious intentions. Maybe I should go over there first? What is the origin of that woman? Why did she get the care of the Master of the 9 Palaces? I don't know, and I'm not sure. I wonder. What does he want me to do? Public Square, isn't this the Master of the 9 Palaces? Who's that behind him? Elder of the pure jade holy land, come on. Let's go get a closer look. All of these people are very powerful. They are at least at the divine transformation realm. They might be the core figures of pure jade holy land. Is this woman really Luo Zhang's spouse? Luo Zhang is also a recent ascender. It is not impossible for him to marry a wife and have children in the lower realms, but the possibility of impersonation is even greater. When the Holy Master uses his divine spiritual powers, he will find out. Holy Lord, I have brought her with me. Holy Lord of pure jade holy land. Are you really Luo Zhang's wife? Yes, I have come in search of my husband. Look into my eyes. Ah. This is divine soul ability. However, when Luo Zhang was sent directly to Vast Cloud Heavenly Palace. If you want to, I can send you to Vast Cloud Heavenly Palace too. It's a sacred place of cultivation for our Human Tao Alliance, and only the most outstanding martial artists can set foot there. Yes, that's right. Luo Zhang has ascended to the spirit realm of our Human Tao Alliance and has been sent to the 13 palaces for further training. So, he's considered a member of the Human Tao Alliance. Since she is Luo Zhang's wife and has ascended to my sacred land as well, I should naturally take care of her. Thank you very much, but please don't bother. I have just ascended to the upper realm, and my cultivation and talent are not yet at the point where I can go to the Vast Cloud Heavenly Palace. It's better for me to stay and practice here while continuing to wait for him. Well, if this dream battlefield competition is over, I can help issue a thunderous roar token to you so that you can call Luo Zhang. But you must also know about Luo Zhang's current situation. Being trapped in the Immortal Mansion, I'm afraid he won't be able to free himself for a while. I understand I must thank the Holy Lord beforehand, then. From now on, you can join my Pure Jade Martial Hall for cultivation. Master of the 9 Palaces, she will be under your palace's care. Understood. From now on, you're an official disciple of the Pure Jade Holy Land. I'll show you around first. After that, you can continue to see what's going on in the dream battlefield. All right. Unexpectedly, Luo Zhang has already reached such a height without my knowledge. It's even getting me in the spotlight. Hall of Cause and Effect, Exit, great. With the experience of coming here the first time, the Hall of Cause and Effect was exceptionally smooth, and I could skip the 5th hall directly. And I finally got to copy the Holy Spear of Slaughter. I don't know how some will feel when seeing this spear, but a sprout is growing out of a crack on this spear. Even if it's a sacred tree, it's been made into a weapon. It shouldn't be like this, should it? Is it because of the primordial chaos chi that I put in it? Well, I'll just have to ask Sun after the dream battlefield is over. The second phase of the dream battlefield is open. The top 50 ranked warriors in each major realm, please move. Second phase? The top 50. Then after going through this gate of light, what I will encounter will be the strongest among these 50 great realms. Also the most outstanding geniuses in the entire universe. 3 Scarlet Castles. So, that's it. I remember that when I used the teleportation command to enter that particular dimension, there were 3 red-marked main cities that were restricted. So they turned out to be a part of the second phase of the dream battlefield. Pew pew pew. All martial artists, please enter the Scarlet Castle. This turns out to be my statue. Why is everyone's statues on this pyramid? I am ranked 170 in the entire dream battlefield, and yet my statue is also on the pyramid. 170 places, this is everyone's rankings. Jinan is ranked at 2031 in the entire battlefield. The rankings of Jin Hai, Huan Ling, and an SI are not that far off either. That Song Mo probably wasn't able to hold on in the end, haha. I can't believe he's here. Looks like he has matured significantly after going through a lot while I was not here. At the beginning, when I was still in the central region, there was a huge gap in cultivation between us, but it seems like my good brother and rival has already improved a lot while I was gone for a while. It's a pity that he is not in this Scarlet Castle. If I have a chance to meet him, I still have some good wine in my sumi ring. I will drink 100 jars with him first. Hey, why is Hua Tianming's statue still holding a bracelet in his hand? And why does this style of bracelet seem a bit familiar? An hour ago, Altar Master, it's been so long since you came out. Could it be that they have already passed through the Hall of Cause and Effect? I don't think so. It only took us 2 hours to get here after we got the tip. It takes at least 5 hours for a normal team to pass through the Hall of Cause and Effect. It's certainly not easy to pass the last Hall of Cause and Effect. Indeed. We're not a strong team. It might be the end of last stage, but thanks to you, I've made it. Unfortunately, even though I tried as hard as I could, I wasn't able to protect the rest of my companions. No need to blame yourself. You did the best you could. This time in the Hall of Cause and Effect, I was lucky to meet Hua Tianming. Not only is he a friend of Luo Zheng's, he's also been to the 4 Gods countries for training and has brought me a lot of news from home. I just realized that the 4 Gods countries had previously fallen into chaos because of the many Divine Sea Realm experts that had ascended. The rebels wanted to take the opportunity to subvert the royal regime against the princes. Thanks to Hua Tianming passing by the 4 Gods countries while training, everything was restored back to its original state. By the way, do you think we'll be able to see Luo Zheng after we leave the Hall of Cause and Effect? I'd especially like to see him. With his strength, he will definitely pass the Hall of Cause and Effect. And the exits from the Hall of Cause and Effect are all set in the same main city. So, we should be able to see him if he hasn't left yet, and besides, there's a second stage as well. Wow. That's great. I'm going to get him a great present. This is? I've heard before that the final reward for passing the Hall of Cause and Effect is to copy anything to reality. This is my favorite bracelet and also my weapon. Now that it has changed into the form of an artifact, I would like to give it to Luo Zheng as a meet and greet gift. So that's how it is. Then I'll copy what I need as well. Are you done? Let's get out of here quickly. All right. Let's go. This is it. Let's go find out if Luo Zheng is still here. Look out. Hua Tianming, you can first, let me down. Oh. What happened just now? Why is there a spell trap in the main city? I remember that when we were still rushing through the hall, it was said that the rules of the fantasy battlefield were changed and the battle restrictions in the main city were lifted. I guess someone had deliberately planted a trap at the exit, trying to plot against those who hadn't come out yet. Altar Master, it wasn't Luo Zheng who was blown up. It was 2 other martial artists, but it didn't hurt them either. Strange. My secret talisman can be triggered as soon as it senses the aura of true essence. Even the supreme talents of major races can't escape. These 2 people are slower than the average team who have gone through the Hall of Cause and Effect, and they are not the strong either. So, how? They are people from the secret section that attacked just now. Was the secret sect's reincarnation fire talisman, which has 8th level of fire law. Such an attack is equivalent to a strike from a realm lord. It is said that it can follow and lock onto the target and explode repeatedly. However, such talismans are far too extravagant to be used in the dream battlefield. All right. The talisman just now was the magic weapon of the secret section. If I'm not mistaken, the person using it should be there. Let's go over there. Who 14? How could it be you? Who is he? His name is Lu Xiao, and he was originally the crown prince of the Daiyu kingdom. At first, he tricked my brother, Hua Chen, but later he was taught a lesson by Luo Zhang, wounding his soul and leaving him unconscious. But before I ascended, he seems to have been brought into the secret sect and got saved, and now he has ascended as well. Lu Xiao, what are you doing? Why are you using a talisman on someone who just came out of the Hall of Cause and Effect? Even though taking points from each other is the rule of the dream battlefield, your method is very despicable. My lady, this is a dream battlefield, not a game. How can say it's despicable? Besides, you're not my target. You're just someone who had the misfortune of running into me. Who told you guys to come out of the Hall of Cause and Effect at the very last? Who is your target? Of course, it is Luo Zhang. He injured my soul back then. 50. Now my soul is stuck at the battle spirit realm. I've been trying to get back at him ever since I ascended. Previously, Luo Zhang had a clash with the Demon Knight clan's supreme talent here, and my secret sect colleagues followed him and found out that he had once again gone to the Hall of Cause and Effect. So I set a talisman at the exit, ready to blow him off guard. But who knew that the two of you would just come out of the Hall of Cause and Effect at last and bump into my talisman? So, it's a good thing that I don't blame you for ruining the game. If that's the case, I won't let you do anything wrong. I won't let you plot against Luo Zhang. Then, let's see if you have the ability to stop me. Burn all the exploding talismans. Yuner, don't go there. Especially avoid the sparks and smoke. Eh? He uses the reincarnation fire talisman, and the sparks produced after the explosion should not be touched. Otherwise, it will lock onto the target, absorb the nearby true essence, condense new talismans on the target, and explode again until the target is killed. It's hard to break free because of the countless sparks that go off. The most effective way is to destroy the one who cased the tali slams. I didn't expect that there would be such a knowledgeable person who understands the magic weapon of my secret section, but that's also the reason why I can't let you live. How dare you use something as inferior as a half-divine artifact, which is far below my one-of-a-kind artifact, and not fight with the sword behind you? Your strength is not worthy of the sword behind me. Now that you're surrounded by sparks and smoke, let's see what you can do. The ultimate sword intent. This person can actually use the ultimate sword intent. This is the first time I have seen anyone who can slash all the sparks from the explosion of the reincarnation fire talisman with a sword. However, even if he is so capable, he is still not my opponent. Huh? How did the reincarnation fire talisman condense on Hua Tianming's back? Didn't he wipe out all the sparks just now? Could it be at that time? I remember that when we first came out of the Hall of Cause and Effect, he simply chopped the talismans into flames in order to save me. He might have missed some of the sparks. Oh no, Hua Tianming will get blown up by that talisman. It's over. Look out. Phew. Great. I finally slowed the explosion of talisman by 100 times. Now I just need to get the talisman before it completely explodes. Strange. Why did the flow of time start to speed up? Do you think that you are the only one who knows the law of time? After all, the law of time was inherited from the secret sex totem. I haven't wasted the past few years. I can also compress time by 30 times. Besides, the explosion itself happens in such a short time that you won't have time to save him. Oh no, the talisman is about to explode. I can't let it affect Hua Tianming. Cough. Cough. Even though I'm heavily trained in the laws of fire, this 8th level is still a bit of a challenge. Since you're of the Fire Phoenix bloodline and so kind to help him, I'll give you a ride just to be on the safe side. Don't worry. You are next. Ha ha. Die. This. How is that even possible? That's at 30 times the speed of the law of time. When did he draw that sword? Charge. Take revenge for the Altar Master. Extreme Thunder Sword intent. Hui Yuner. You. It's okay. It's just one death. At least I was able to protect you this time. I'm back. I haven't thanked you for avenging me, have I? First, let's find out if Luo Zhang is still in the city. Everyone please take note. The second stage of the dream battlefield is about to start. The top 50 ranked martial artists in each great realm, prepare yourselves. The second stage is about to start soon. I haven't found Luo Zhang yet. But I'm sure we'll see him at the next stage, right? Huh? I used to be ranked 37th in the great realm. How did I drop to 58th so quickly? I did lose half of my points just now, but I didn't expect to drop out of the top 50 in such a short amount of time. What should I do now? MHM. What happened? What's your ranking? Do you not have enough points to be in the top 50 because Lucio took your points just now? Those points were lost because you saved my life just now. How about this? Since I'm around at 35th position right now, if you kill me once, you should be able to get into top 50. Unfortunately, Lucio died earlier than you and doesn't have many points himself. Otherwise, I could get your points back as well. This. But if you give me half of the points, you will almost fall out of top 50. This. Hua Tianming said he was also looking forward to this encounter with Luo Zhang. It wouldn't be right if I let him lose this chance just because I wanted to meet Luo Zhang. And throughout the entire way, it was mostly him taking care of me. And if Luo Zhang learns that I didn't get in with my own strength, he'll be disappointed as well. Forget it. Hua Tianming. The chance to spar with Luo Zhang is yours. I don't want to take it away from you. As for me, I'll find another way to meet with Luo Zhang in the upper realm. This. All right. Hua Tianming, can I ask you for a favor? I had promised to meet Luo Zhang in the upper realm when I had the chance, but after coming to the upper realm, I couldn't tell him where I was. I am now the Holy Lord of the True Phoenix Clan's Fire Phoenix Realm Yunhuang Holy Land, and if he ever has the chance to come to the Fire Phoenix Realm, I would like to meet him. Don't worry. I'll bring the word, and I'll pass the gift on to him. This sword is not a particularly good artifact, but it's been with us for a long time, so I'll give it to you as a souvenir. Don't feel sad. Whether it's me or Luo Zhang. If we ever pass through the Fire Phoenix Realm, we'll visit you. MHM. Luo Zhang and Hua Tianming. You guys must keep up the good work in the dream battlefield. About the bracelet, it looks like the only way to ask him is to wait until I meet Hua Tianming in person. I'll look for my own statue first. Oh, I found my statue. 11 Yuqin is also here. Yurin. Actually ranked second. Could it be some sort of mistake? She hated practicing and she was only at the Void Tribulation Realm when I ascended. But now, she has surpassed me. It's unbelievable. But it seems like the two of them are in the Scarlet Castles, just like me. So, they should be in the remaining buildings. If I finish this trial early, I can use the teleportation command to look for Hua Tianming and Yurin. I found my statue. After I left the Cloud Palace, I was met with a chance to ascend to the upper realm while in the extreme north of the Four Gods countries, the Wild Continent. And I cultivated in the great realm where thoughtless gods resided. And at last, I'm in this position where I can compete with the geniuses of the universe. Luo Zhang's statue is here as well, in 77th place. I've been chasing after you all these years, and I am finally getting a chance to spar with you. Don't worry. We'll meet up eventually. And don't worry, Yuner. I will definitely help you convey your thoughts. 11 Yuqin? I didn't expect her to rank this high up. I wonder what Brother Luo Zhang's expression will be after seeing her. No. No. Still no, you. Why do you keep following me? What does this girl seem to be looking for? I'm Xianyuan Chengfeng and I can help you. By my nature, I would not have revealed myself because every time people's response is something like, "You're the Daozi from the Legend of the Gods and Goddesses," or something like that. I wouldn't have been interested in her before. Xianyuan Chengfeng? Who? Anyway, I don't know you. So, please don't follow me. Hee, that woman is so proud. There's no way she doesn't even know about Xianyuan Chengfeng. Who knows? Maybe she's just aware that Xianyuan Chengfeng is interested in her and wants to play hard to get. TSK. In my dictionary, the word failure has never existed. Found it. Found it. Ranked 77th. I knew it. That you'd come. That you won't let me down. For 6 years, I've been looking forward to the day I meet you, but the 3 Scarlet Castles seem to be unbridgeable from each other. Who is this man? He is the one I like. Just like the guy? Right. Although Luo Zhang is considered my husband, I haven't got married to him after all, and I have no real status. This time when I came to the upper realm, I was able to come to his side, and I hope to strive for the day when I can claim him as my husband in a dignified manner. What's his name? Luo Zhang. It turns out that he is Luo Zhang. Although only ranked 77th, he can barely be my opponent. Pew pew pew. Congratulations to all the martial artists who have successfully advanced to the second stage of the dream battlefield. Everyone please stand in front of your own statue. The second stage will begin immediately. The goal of the second phase is protection of the statue behind each person. If the statue is destroyed, you will be eliminated from this round. Warriors are not allowed to fight each other or attack each other's statues, and those who do will be eliminated outright. In addition, your fantasy points can be used to buy bamboo slips to enhance the statue's abilities. There are basic strength bamboo, speed bamboo, and defense bamboo. It enhances the statue's strength, speed, and defense accordingly. There are other advanced bamboo slips with laws in them. For example, the cold ice bamboo slip can give the statue ice law attribute. Another example is the bamboo slip of life, which can strengthen the regeneration ability of the statue. Each bamboo slip costs 1,000,000 fantasy points. Now the countdown begins. The second phase will begin after the light wheel is completed, and the key to success is to allocate dream points appropriately. Since the second stage is to protect the statue, of course it would be with defensive bamboo slips. I need to strengthen my defenses too. Me too. After the preparation phase is over, you will face one wave of beasts after another. At the end, we'll select the 300 fighters who have killed the most beast tides and whose statues remain undamaged to enter the final chessboard duel. The rest of all the fighters will leave the dream battlefield. Let me just see for myself which one of you will be the final winner. It's true that defense is important for statues, but I think speed is also crucial. Dodging attacks makes it easier to survive than to defend against them head-on. But it wouldn't be the best move if the statue just remains passive and gets beaten. It may also be a good choice to enhance a bit of strength so that the statue has a certain amount of combat power to balance it. Huh? What kind of bamboo slips are these? This golden bamboo slip actually imprints the law of heaven onto the statue. Moreover, it will consume 500 million points. Even the first place of the entire dream battlefield might now have that many dream points. I'm still good with reinforcing the 3 types of bamboo slips. Let's start by enhancing the speed bamboo slip. Huh? I just happened to strengthen it 100 times and a purple star appeared. It seems that every 50 million points adds one more purple star to the statue's chest. If that's the case, you can tell how strengthened everyone's statue is by looking at the purple stars. Let's look at how the others are strengthening their statues. Justice number 2, strengthen. I can't believe someone put all power bamboo slips on their statue. Do they want the statue to fight for him? I'm afraid this man is a lunatic. Hey, that's Daozi Jiangjiang of the Celestial Clan. A purple star. This man has at least 150 million points. I can't light up the third one with my points yet. It looks like this guy is ranked quite high. The speed bamboo slips are almost finished. Now let's start strengthening the statue's defenses. Good job, Luo Zhang. You're already in the 77th place. It's you. Why did you suddenly send me a message? Did you hear anything about Luo Yan? Humph. Why is that the first thing you ask me every time we speak? And no, there hasn't been any news. The god's domain is a lot bigger than you think. I sent the message a few years ago, but I haven't heard anything back yet. Okay, so why did you call me out of the blue? I'm a bit bored. I'm personally hosting this battlefield. Aren't you going to ask me for help? No need. I want to rely on my own strength. Your ability is already good enough for this stage. You can easily pass with my help. And it would also help you avoid getting knocked out. So, do you really not want to give it a try? Since I have the ability to pass the stage, why do I need to cheat? As for helping me, I just need you to help me listen to news about Luo Yan. That's it. Thank you. Humph, I'm so angry. I have never seen such a person who doesn't even recognize a good heart. I don't care whether you live or die. Don't need my help, huh? I'll make sure you can't avoid me. No one can disobey me. Strange. My defensive bamboo slip has only been enhanced a few dozen times, so why does it suddenly have an extra star? Did I miscalculate the number of points used? It hasn't even been 100 times. Why is it at the 3rd star? Look. That kid's got a purple star again. This kid seems to be ranked at more than 70 and is still behind me. Why haven't I enhanced my 3rd purple star yet? I understand. It's that girl who did this trick. She should have tampered with it so that I could upgrade the statue with fewer fantasy points. That's too unruly, and I clearly said I didn't want her help. Wow. How did he do it? The statue actually has 10 purple stars. Who is this guy? How did you do it? I do not know either. Forget it. We don't have much time. So, let's hurry up and strengthen our statues. This person must have cheated, otherwise he wouldn't have been able to raise so many stars. Not even the first place in Dream Battlefield has as many stars. I declare the second phase of Dream Battlefield has officially begun. The first wave of beasts is here. They look like pangolin. Kill. This doesn't even seem to need me to protect it. I don't know if the following monsters can handle it. The second wave of Windfang Dragon beasts. This statue is already stronger than my own body. So, I guess I'd have to say it's too boring to just lie down. In that case, I might as well go somewhere else. Maybe I can meet 11 Yuqin and the others. Another Scarlet Castle girl, you still haven't told me your name. Leave me alone. Stop disturbing my concentration. Although these dragons themselves are not a threat, the wind laws that erupt after they die is something I can't block perfectly with my sword formation. What should I do? Girl. It must have been a hard struggle to get here. It would be a shame to get eliminated. If you tell me your name, I'll help you out. Get out of the way. And don't worry about it. Damn it. I can't get eliminated here. I want to see Luo Zhang. Oh no, there are too many wind blades to block them, all of them. The statue won't be able to handle it. Damn it. I am just one step away from seeing him. Who is this guy? He can actually resist the blades with his body. Even the supreme talents of each family would get seriously injured while doing so. He is. Yuqin, I'm here. Luo Zhang. You finally came. Luo Zhang. I have been looking for you for a long time. Why did you join the Dream Battlefield? To find you. I wanted to ask why your cultivation level improved so much. In fact, when you and Ning Yudi were in the dual cultivation ceremony, I met the old man from the Celestial Clan, and through his recommendation, I entered the Purple Extreme Realm to become a disciple. My master, Grandma Wooding, is a very powerful teacher. After your ascension, I'll just kept cultivating in the Purple Extreme Realm, just so that one day I can meet you in the Upper Realm. Great. After all these years of hard work, I finally got to meet you. I really didn't expect that you made so much effort to come to me, but I never thought of giving you anything. No need to feel guilty. Just promise me one thing. What is it? After getting out, if you get a chance, give me an open marriage. All right. Hee hee. Watch out. The Windfang Dragon beasts are here again. Leave the rest to me. Tribulation kill. 2 days and 2 nights later, those who have passed the elimination round are requested to join us. The martial artists can enter the pillar of light in front of them. Let's go as well. Okay. Wait a minute. That's surprising. I didn't think you'd be able to make it to the second stage. But you didn't just make it to the second stage, you even managed to survive the elimination phase. Interesting. Really interesting. Interesting enough, at least I will give you a chance. What chance will you give me? Of course, it's your chance to get eliminated in a fair fight. Very good. Then allow me to thank you for giving me this opportunity. Who is she? Luo Tianqing, we met again. It seems you have a lot of grudges. Just an opponent from a while back. These two are really close. Seemingly acquainted lovers. But why don't I know anything about either of them? Which clan's supreme talent is this guy? Brother Luo Zhang. Brother Tianming. Long time no see. It turns out that he is Luo Zhang, the storyteller. He turned out to be the Luo Zhang who killed Heavenly Venerates. I didn't expect to run into you and Yuqin here. It's really fate. Isn't it? Come on, let's go up together. All right. This is the rule of heaven. There is a rule of heaven in every fish swimming here. If one could comprehend and get more insights, it would definitely be more beneficial in establishing the rules of the internal world. The number of Great Expanse is 50. It uses 40 and 9, and the number of the title is 50. Go to 1 and divide into 2. 1 is a variable, and the other is a fixed number. The left is a fixed number. No change. Right is variable, there is no limit. Huh? What is going on? Missed one? This Luo Zhang, is he a man without a fate? Not even a variable? People may not know the history of the Faceless, but I know it very well. To be a man without a fate, either he did not come from under this heavenly Tao, or he was bearing the original Heartstone and while going through a cycle of life and death, it wore down his destiny. What's up with this Luo Zhang? Could it be that some power beyond the heavens is orchestrating something?